Seems everyone's ready.
Yeah, that's what happens when the FEA doesn't exist.
Alrighty. Now, where the devil were we physically?
In
I
Harrogate.
think yes, but we were just bitching at each other because the paladin decided to give the evil bad guy what he wanted, and the evil bad guy drowned himself with it somehow because he
Hey,
could do that.
I'm not a paladin.
Or a cleric, whatever. Awful good guy who wears lots of armor and jabs on.
Yeah, you're
on
awful
on
good. You're just a paladin. Fuck it.
Ah, yes.
He doesn't
So-
even know what a paladin is.
I wasn't finished. I was like describing the full paladin package of what he does, but you guys all stopped at lawful
I don't
good.
want to describe Fulton's
Whose
package.
fault is that?
Could you please describe Fulton's package? I'm curious.
Yeah, no, that's his right.
Ooh.
The less I know about it, the better.
And I'm already having terrible tabletop flashbacks thanks to that voice.
I don't want to know, but I do want to point out that we are technically still in
Yes, you
that
were in the...
room before the maze, and we just entered the dark room, and we made undark for a short while.
It was not made undark, but two of you are true seeing.
Yeah,
And-
okay, that's what it was. Alright.
That
Yes, we had just gotten loot.
Yes. And you've identified most of what you'd found, although no one had yet taken the time to identify that black chitin armor.
We can take a minute if everyone's okay with it.
Yeah, we have the time.
Yeah, might as
Yep.
well.
Okay, Black Chin Hunter, what it do?
Yes, this is one of the things that you guys can't auto-pass, so those of you capable of making, Knowledge Arcana studies of it, please do, while I look something up here.
Right. Fulton is stupid again, so I need to put his int back down.
I like how having an anti-magic field makes you smarter.
Yeah, seriously.
Because he's cursed.
I'm gonna roll anyway, even though there's no chance of me actually knowing.
Yeah, call it an assist check.
Sure.
What was my int at now? 4?
It was higher than that thanks to my...
With
I
your
think it was.
with the headband, yes, it's up at 4.
Yeah, that's right, because you actually technically are in the negatives, it's so bad, so yeah.
Okay, true seeing is minute per level, so yeah, you guys have plenty of time to study and search and take
Toss
a
the
couple
room,
minutes
basically.
to study to look at something. Okay, 14.9. Let's
With
see.
an assist.
That is with the assist.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't see it. So...
Yep. So, with a couple pointers from Fulton, who may be a little slower than clockwork at the moment, but he recognizes field plate when he sees it. You guys take apart the armor, look at it, and start trying to figure out all of the auras on it, because it's a fairly complex piece of kit. The interior of it is not just the bare metal, but it feels like a velvet-lined suit of armor. Moist, velvet-lined suit of armor.
Ew.
It's funny how one word makes you not want to have anything to do with it anymore.
Moist is a special word like that.
It is most definitely +5 stanching field plate, but you get the you get the impression that there's also at least one transmutation spell that you could activate. You're just not sure what the spell is.
Let's activate it blindly.
Well, it's pretty good armor all around. Until we figure out what the last thing does, we're not sure its exact value, but it is very valuable.
Let's throw it in the sewer.
Kick you in the shins. Okay, well, I guess we fold it away until we can get another good look at it, because it's the one we can do for your day, so that'll do.
Fulton doesn't need it. He's got
Don't
no
look at
armor.
me, I've got way better armor.
I can't wear armor with any arcane failure chance. So.
Yeah, we just gave she really good armor, so there you go.
Yeah, I can only wear light anyway.
Yep, so we're putting this away to likely sell it once we figure out exactly everything it can do. It's worth more than that. We just say, we can't sell it if we're like, yeah, it does stuff.
It does something.
What'd you find out? Put it on. Alright, that'll do for now. Step 2 is get out of here, I guess?
And get
Yes.
to one of those towers with a flare gun.
Yeah, alright. Don't know if you can teleport us exactly there, so aim for it and start running. Because as soon as we're visible, the guard are going to come storming in, and I don't know if we have an excuse good enough.
We do have Tam.
We have Tam, but what's their... They're going to believe Tam?
They probably would believe he's under duress.
Yeah, see? The best scenario is like they believe Tam is under our control or something. We're strong enough to fucking do that, so it's not like they're not going to assume. I mean, yes, an inspection would clear that up, but who's going to do the inspection? The gold fucking cleric guy, so we might need to set up the flare first and explain after. Just because, like I said, if the guard find us, they're going to think, oh, he's under control. How are we going to check if Tam is under control or not? Let's get the gold guy. And we hold the problem.
Well, if their justice system is anywhere near sane, they will hold all investigations until the higher up guy comes.
That's why we need to set off the flare. Because they're not going to set... If we try and convince them, hey, let's set off the flare, they're going to go through this entire process, and we're going to say, oh, the gold guy is corrupt, they're not going to fucking believe it, and... Yeah. I just don't want to spend the next 3 weeks in jail while they discuss it. It seems like that kind of scenario, you know?
Teleport.
Big guy still needs to be fixed, that's also a thing. I'd like him fixed before we do anything else. And yeah, take that out of context if you want while we have the chance. He does need to see and act like a cleric with some healing power, though.
Okay, so where do we want to go then?
We could head to Freeport, that's close enough. And far enough at the same time, if you get me. And you get him fixed there, buy a scroll, a teleport, and come back.
I have 2 prepared, and I can cast 1 from my ring, so...
Yeah, alright then, so we'll use 1 to get to Freeport, get him fixed. Your second one to get us as close as possible to the towers of the flare, and the ring 1 for emergencies?
Well, I still need to go back to my, I need to go back to my lair and leave my plain spellbook there.
Out of character reminder for
Does that
Skull
take a
Hat.
teleport? Yeah, well,
You do not need a cleric.
to fix your whatever it
Clerics
is.
can't remove this.
Not unless
No.
you use Miracle.
Yeah.
What can then?
Anything with break enchantment. So wizards.
Basically, we just need to buy
Fucking
Lindall
backwards
break
as hell.
enchantment.
Alright, sure. Wizards then. Well, it's not like Gorgon would know the
Oh
difference
yeah,
anyway.
we just need to buy some break enchantment scrolls then.
Okay, well, I'd like
Actually,
to avoid-
me learning it is really cheap, so just a sec.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best way to go about it.
Fair
Doesn't
enough.
change your plan though.
I know, I'm just pointing out that we still probably should go to Freeport to do that, not do it here.
Let's see, I have 2 5th levels remaining, so I can teleport us twice that way as well.
Okay, so we have lots of teleports, so yeah, just someone use it to get us to frickin' Freeport.
Just a
And
second.
fix old Fulton here.
I need to look up how much it's going to cost me to learn that. It's really cheap, but I don't have a lot of money.
How much?
I just know it's really cheap. I'm looking it up.
Yep, 5th level.
Well, give us a...
5th level spell costs half the standard writing cost for me to learn, so 250. So 125.
I can front that if you really need me to.
I think I have 125 on me.
Alright. Okay, so let's teleport.
The problem is I need to load myself up enchantments for a whole day, so we're going to be out of commission for quite some time since I just prepared my spells.
No. Let's do this simple. Let's get, like, just 2 freaking enchantments, scrolls, or whatever they are. The only one I'll pay for if I need to be the one. Like, how much did you say? Like 195 or something? Less than 200. Get 2 of them. One you can learn for a future, one we'll use now on Fulton, and then we'll forward ourselves back here and deal with stuff.
From at least my understanding of what I've read over with this, there's a good chance of it failing.
We'll just keep paying for it until it fucking works.
Because there's a pretty big penalty on this.
Yeah, that's too expensive. Yeah, it's too expensive. Do you know what 5th level scroll costs 1,125 gold? It only cost me 125 to learn it, fill all my spell slots with it, and spend my time trying to break it. But we're going to be out for a day doing that.
So we either spend more time mysteriously vanished, or every day that
It's
Hera
best
knows
to
we're on
just
his
wait
trail,
until
the
we're
further
done
away
here
he
to do
gets.
it.
I mean,
Like I said, every day our quarry knows we're on his trail, the further away he gets.
Yeah, that's why it's better to just wait till we're done what we're doing and do that during our downtime.
What, chasing during our downtime or fixing during our downtime?
Want to be fixed, but call Inquisitor.
Alright, well, you heard him.
Okay,
do that first.
so what we're going to do is teleport to the tower to call the Inquisitor. But I need to make a quick detour to my lair to drop off my plain spellbook.
We'll do your detour first, then we'll do your thing.
We all have to go, or else I have to waste more teleports.
Okay, well, I guess I get to know where your lair is, sort of, kind of, not at all.
You've been
We've
there
already
before.
been there.
I know. Full of creepy tubes. Good with you, more U's. It's very creepy.
Teleport there, drop my plain spellbook on the table, and we'll teleport to the tower.
By the tower, you mean?
Oh yeah, right. Where are we going? Do you guys want to teleport out of town and go back in, or how do you want to deal with that?
Damn.
Hey, Tam, how do you want to go about doing this? Should we just go straight to the tower, or start outside the town and make our way in?
It should be sufficient for us to simply go to any of the major guard posts around the city. Like the 5 towers are not, the 6 guard towers are not the only options, and the watchtower doesn't have signal flares.
Okay, which post do you think we should go to?
Any of the ones along the Harvan or Silver roads would be fine.
is there
Okay.
any particular post where they would know you on sight and you could expedite us getting inside?
I was on guard duty issued from the Silver Road.
Okay.
Near the temple to Desna.
Okay. I don't recall. Have I been there?
You have been on the street outside it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Greater teleport. I need to have seen the place or get a vague description. So, if I've seen it, we can go. Let's pop.
Load another fucking
Except I
thing
can't
into my
because
gun
my
and shoulder
token's
it.
not on the map I'm on.
They asked me to disarm, I'm not disarming, by the way.
Could you repeat that, please?
They asked me to disarm, I'm not disarming.
And the
Making that
version of
clear.
me in the mansion doesn't have my spells prepared.
Oh, 1 second. Oh, pardon me, I just closed the meeting chamber map. You should be synchronized with your instance on loot and inventory. Yes. Should be.
Yep. Just doesn't have the teleport I cast, so burning both of them.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, we teleport back to my lair. I drop the. Oh yeah, I'm dropping all the stuff I was carrying with me because I didn't have my stuff, and then we can go, like my extra clothes and crap.
Gotcha.
So you pull another set of clothes from your clothes, and we also stare at you like you're fucking mad. Which is an argument to where you are.
Might as well check on how my clone's coming along.
It's growing about as fast as you'd expect it to.
Oh, it doesn't even have a little arm yet. Let's go.
Yep, I'm just filing on the way for madness and never thinking about it.
Alright. Temple to Desna or thereabouts. Are you going to try to teleport into anywhere but the middle of the street where you've actually physically been?
Oh yeah, that'll be fun. Teleport right inside somebody.
Well, teleport can't do that.
I know. Welcome to Shunted Land. Enjoy your D6s.
It's greater teleport. That doesn't happen.
I'm more meaning, do you want to appear in the street? Or are you going to try and visualize an alley near the building or something?
Yeah, we'll appear beside the temple.
Let's see here. Yeah, with greater teleport, you know where the building is and you remember what the alley, an alley near it looks like, so you don't land off target or anything. You emerge between the last pillar of the Temple of Desna and the adjoining building, and startle an old drunk who immediately goes back to napping on the cart that he was laying on. And it does not look like you've caused any sort of commotion otherwise. Although, wait for it, and people will start noticing you lot because you look distinctive.
Alright, let's get going. Lead the way, Tam, to the flare gun.
Tam points north up the street a short ways.
North we go. Unless we're trying to be sneaky here, in which case, well, good luck with that. 2 people here will foreplay.
Fulton does not have the intelligence to be sneaky right now.
That doesn't help matters either.
Tam leads the way across the street and up a building to an unassuming shack built in between two smaller buildings. Standing outside of which is another of the city guard. Tam gestures you guys to bide a moment, and he crosses the street to go greet the man.
I bide a moment.
And then he goes, kill them now, and all the guards come at us.
Okay, well, if that happens, that happens.
If that happens, I'm sure Fulton's headband will be sure to get snapped during the fight or something, and then he goes on a murderous rampage.
I'm just gonna take it off him deliberately.
Gonna have to wrestle him down first.
It's mine, give it back.
It'll be really nice the next time I prepare spells, by the way. I actually have things other than excruciating deformations on my list now.
Hooray.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you were kind of limited with your emergency spellbook only, weren't you? All right.
I don't even have maze.
After a brief conversation, Tam waves you guys over and gestures you to get inside.
Keep my gun held as I go inside first, most likely.
Fulton will follow.
I will follow Fulton.
I guess I'm taking up the rear.
Never say that again in any context ever.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when I'm taking up the rear.
Oh,
Ooh.
Closing the door astern of you.
we all giggle unknowingly.
You guys enter the shack, and it's like a small sink. It's a small little hovel. There is a separate bunk room in which there's a 3-bed tall bunk, clearly for off watch officers, and there's a roaring fireplace at the back over which there's a pot of what smells like soup that was probably put on the boil sometime in the 520s EI.
I know what that is. That's the eternally boiling pot of soup. You always add something a little extra every time you come by. The eternal soup.
Lamest magic item ever.
It's not magic. It's mundane. That's the scary part.
There's always something magical about stone soup.
Dwarven specialty, that. Alright, where's the fucking flare gun?
Tam closes the door behind you and goes rooting in a chest, saying, "Where is it? I know we had the thing inspected just the week before last. Was it the week before that?
Who inspected it? Because if it was
It was definitely the week before that, wasn't it? No.
Oh dear. It's a good thing I have my own flare rounds.
There it is. He takes out a small bag that's tied closed with a little section of string, and attached to the string is a piece of paper with a very fancy silver emblem stamped on it in wax. Okay. Now, you're. Look, you people have sold me on the idea, but you're certain that you can prove the Gold Inquisitor is corrupt, because the Silver Inquisitor he takes no prisoners, so to speak.
Well, it's either call him and ask him to please kindly reveal everything this dead body knows to everyone, and, act upon that based on the Gold Inquisitor's whole evil ritual thing beneath the house he was living in. And that's one option. Like, we do that process, or we don't do the process at all, go to our own people to figure out what this dead body knows, and act on that our way. So, which do you prefer?
Call him.
Call him. We don't have any other. We already know what Fulton's gonna say.
Fulton's just staring, waiting for him to do it.
See? I'm not voting against it, so that's a neutral and 2 guesses. So unless the other person is either neutral or against, doesn't matter, the answer is yes. So go ahead and use the darn thing. You know what? It turns out the Gold Inquisitor is completely incorruptible and a nice guy, he just made a mistake and all that jazz. We still caught a criminal. So there you
Looks worried and says, "All right," and holds it out.
Don't do that inside, lad.
No. It is magical, I'm told. The Inquisitor will come to the person who throws this into the fire, and I don't know enough about what you people have found.
Fair enough. I guess I'll do the honors.
I will grab it and I will throw it into the fire.
Alright.
Okay.
Since I'm the one with diplomacy ranks.
Yeah, that'd be smart. I didn't know who had them, honestly. This group doesn't seem very diplomatic.
You don't say.
Fulton has some.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have 30. I have 30 in diplomacy.
That'll do. Again, they're on the fire.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of people with these kind of ranks.
Sorry,
We just
I
never
have
use them.
33.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at perception. A couple other things.
You take the small pouch of dust from him and hurl it into the fire on which that pot is boiling.
Cast into the fire.
And immediately a great spray of sparks jets up the chimney and flies up into the sky. You hear some shouting. You hear some startled shouting from the street outside.
Now everyone on the fucking planet knows where we are.
Fortify or run?
Good question. Should we be ready to fortify or should we start running?
Fortify.
Fortify it is. I start putting up barriers, I suppose, like just grabbing chairs, flopping them over, and making it rough. Just
This-
you know.
There is only a chair. This is a
What is in this
200.
room?
This is a 200 square foot hovel built in the alley between two buildings.
It's not even a table, is there?
There is a table. It seats one.
Like, either conjure me something to fortify with, or this is what we got.
Should be fine.
Is there a window?
There's a chimney.
Now we go to the door.
There's a window in the door.
And we'll go to the door, look in the window in the door, see some reactions, and otherwise just have my gun leveled at the door. There's our fortification, guys, unless you get me some shit.
You peek out through the you open the little hatch and peek out through there, and yes, there's people looking startled and pointing up at the sky over the building you're in.
Are there legions of guards warping in through magic yet?
No.
Good. I shut that, get to a corner, I hold my gun at the fucking door and wait. This is all I can do without anything to work with and or taking apart the shack. No, I can take the one-seater table, flip that over, and use it as cover for myself. So I guess I'll do that. There, I have cover. Good for me.
Fulton will just draw his sword and shield and kind of just stand on a wall.
So, yeah, I use the table for cover.
Yep. Alrighty.
I am yeah, until the Inquisitor shows up, I am going invisible for now.
Alright,
Okay.
Ring. Just poof.
In case somebody comes and tries to kick our asses.
Someone will. Oh, in our lock.
Probably the Golden Inquisitor.
Probably. Why the Golden Inquisitor dressed as a Silver Inquisitor? That'd be kind of interesting.
It's a
Time to sit
bard
in
using
for a
an
very long wait.
It's a bard with an amulet of magical of non-detection, pretending to be a paladin.
Pretending to be a wizard.
The thing I read in a thread one time. So there was a paladin that they trusted who turned their back on them and threw them to the wolves, and it turned out he was an evil bard using a amulet of false alignment.
Aha. You got duped. Trust no one. Including yourself.
Believe me, I don't trust myself.
Good.
That guy's a dick.
I know.
Okay, moving on.
Yep.
Kinda just waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. Just give me a second here.
I've got a lot of guns to deal with it and a lot of ammo, so I got time.
This is where he shows up immediately and just kills us for daring to summon him.
So he's Q now?
He's not the fucking, like, marble or whatever the hell top Inquisitor guy. He's a goddamn Silver Inquisitor. We could kick his ass.
Well, for some reason, the Silver Inquisitor is a higher rank than the Golden Inquisitor, so,
Yeah, they have this weird back ass, but it's always like marble or something, because I don't know how the hell they do it.
I'm guessing the top guy is the Lead Inquisitor.
I was thinking something like dirt or something, something so mundane it's everywhere. Air Inquisitor, maybe? I don't know.
The Inquisitor of the Sun.
Okay. That might work, but we have to go with, like, minerals with this, I think. They gotta do with the theme.
Fun real-life fact while we're waiting. Did you know that the Romans had a whole bunch of high-tech crap like indoor plumbing, and one of the things that led to the downfall of their civilization was that their plumbing was made with lead?
And they knew that lead had toxic and dangerous properties, and yet they still used it to spice their wine.
Too much lead.
Yep.
I thought you were going to say, did you know the ancient Romans had way too much time on their hands, and thus we have a lot of kinky shit they know. But
No,
you didn't go that route.
the really impressive part is that no one immediately dived aiming for the pun that led to the fall of the Roman Empire.
Ba-doom. Yeah, the Romans were sort of stupid, even though they were really smart.
They had smart people, but the people who, say, built the indoor plumbing and used lead anyway were the dumb ones.
They did it because it was cheaper.
Which is why they were the dumb.
Copper's
Like I said,
hard to come by.
even the smartest civilization will have really dumb fuckers who make dumb decisions that hurt everyone. They're usually called politicians, but
That's why nothing's looking right, because I used the wrong fog color.
well,
And again,
awesome.
And as much as people want to bitch about government regulation, that's what happens when the government doesn't regulate what kind of materials plumbing can be made out of. Yay, more guardsmen, let's slap them.
Alright, that one should actually be over there sleeping. That one, no, pardon me. Tam sent both of the guards who were already here and awake outside while he came in here with you. Okay, and yeah, this hut is wedged in between two larger buildings and does have exit to the alley behind. However, it is only about, say, 10 minutes of waiting before you hear footsteps approaching outside, and a very old-sounding man demands, "Who set off the signal? What are you doing here?"
I am designated speaker, people. Okay, I'm coming out of invisibility. It
Oh no,
was
he's
I
he's
who-
he's
yeah.
shouting this to the guards outside.
Oh, okay. Just I'm designated speaker. People come to me with comments.
You want me to open the door and shout at them to come on in?
No.
Then we're just going to sit here and wait, aren't we?
Yes, I'm saying keep your mouth shut.
The door latches, and one of the guards outside opens it up, and oh, pardon me, an older man. Let me double check what his full name was. There we go. A yeoman Tatton.
I knew it.
You've met him. You've met him once. He's the chief of the West City Guard. Official record holder of Hlosterin's eldest half-elf.
And he also seemed like a decent guy.
Good on him.
He walks in with two more burly guards behind him.
Oh, the burly guards don't get to enter. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you going to specifically interpose yourself and deny them entry?
Don't.
Fine. If you want to have more people in here, it's your business. But at that point, I'll stand aside and say, if you don't want them, there want more people in here to stab us, it's your business.
And you're saying this all aloud, naturally.
Yep.
Well, speak up. Which one of you set the signal?
It was I, Lindall of Knight's Reach.
And he appears in a poof of smoke and a thunderclap. You think I'm joking? I'm serious.
Random question.
Random answer.
I
Banana.
rested and got spells back. Why am I still hurt?
Peanuts. I don't know, I'm still hurt too.
You didn't rest.
Yeah,
I
though I
suppose.
did summon an angel earlier, just had her going about. I don't think we actually took care of it. Back before our quarry killed himself.
No, we did. The tokens weren't fully updated. I just had to redo all my skills.
Hold that thought a moment. There we go. Meeting chamber. Yeah, these tokens are the ones that came from the meeting chamber. If those weren't up to date.
Whatever.
I think we did heal, but like the resting period was only a couple hours, and we didn't have any other sorts of healing.
Well,
Whatever.
it was overnight in the Magnificent Mansion. You all should be healed up fine.
Gartham.
I actually am. I just updated my properties instead of doing it through the heal tab, so
Gotcha.
it'll fix it. My life bar will fix itself next time I have to do something to my HP.
Yep.
It's weird. Me and Fulton were exactly 39 hit points below our maximum.
So, Sheena Lair.
That's creepy.
You all must have taken the same hit.
Like the exact same hit once.
Yeah, they did. They were caught in an AoE effect.
And we all either made our save or failed it. Kind of weird.
You all need it.
This is a reflex, or no, not a reflex. What is it? I don't know which one. Like we're
In
all
any
shit.
case, let's get back to what we're doing.
Yes. While I'm having troubles hunting down Yeoman's token, he asked a question. Which one of you set the signal?
That was I, Lindall of Knight's Reach.
He looks you up and down. And what are you doing in here anyways? Is any of you want to answer for this? And he waves his arms to bring the guardsman around into the conversation. Tam steps forward. Sir Tatton, these outlaws, no, fugitives, they...
How about fine folk who did a service? That's true, also.
I said
Well-
quiet.
You're not criminals, I said fugitives. There's a difference. These
That-
these fugitives did come to me with a story of corruption and foul magics. They'd present to me a den of vice under the city whence there was some dark ritual. They also convinced me that they believe the Gold Inquisitor is in on the plot, and I felt that it would be best to take them directly to the authority of the Silver Inquisitor. And then he bows his head down and slinks back towards the wall.
Fulton is going to stare at Garazin to try and keep him from saying anything else.
Carlson is leaning on his gun and reaching for his pipe.
Meanwhile, their leader is still invisible.
I light up my pipe, reshuffle my gun towards them two hands again, and just kind of stand there, gun in hand, smoking.
Says, I swear I had a token for him.
I don't think the time I met him we actually were on a map.
No, you
No.
weren't. There we go.
His hair is not as white as I would expect.
Well, he's obviously evil. Judging just by appearances like a douche.
Says the douche. Yeah, alright, fair enough.
It takes one to, or something like that.
He self-admitted it, I got nothing.
Alright, there we go. The omen looks at Tam, then turns his attention back towards Lindahl. Alright. So. Nope, never had to deal with this part of the regulations before. Let's see here. He puts his fingers to the side of his head. Seems like he's trying to recall things. Alright, let's see here. Page 87, section 3. Why did I ever leave the yard without a book? Oh, yes, because it was an emergency. You remember that last time you met him, he was behind a desk, and it looked like the desk had simply grown around him.
Probably hadn't left it in a while.
Let's see here. Paperwork. Daily. Oh! Yes! The protections. Let's see here. How did it go? Eeny, meeny, might. No, that's not it. There we go. And he starts mumbling a spell while pointing the palm of both hands at Lindahl.
Ah, my face.
Fulton would like to interrupt that, but he'll look at Lindahl first.
I'm gonna do a spellcraft to see what spell it is. That was a bad roll, but I have a high number, so it should be fine.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, if it's just Zone of Truth or something, I'm fine with it.
39. The hell? Oh. Sorry, just forgot the precise name of a spell there. Because there's actually separate divine and arcane versions of the otherwise same spell.
That's interesting.
It's Geas.
No.
That is one of those spells, though.
Yes. Alright. He finishes muttering the necessary keywords for arcane mark, and then says, "Now hold still. This won't hurt a bit."
I just signal to Fulton to let him. Fine, I will let him mark me.
Takes a step forward and scribbles what looks like a signature, on the front of your clothing. If you're ticklish, it does.
I am not. We all know I'm pretty much immune to physical sensation.
Okay. Let's see here. That will keep him from killing you. Now, the next bit is... Oh, right. Witness protection. He starts looking around. Okay. You two need to be kept with us, he says, pointing at his two guards. You, he points over at Tam, you will have to go with this lot, and this lot, let's see here, one dwarf, one... Oh, you are human, aren't you? Yes, yes. No one else would wear a mask that preposterous. You... I'm sorry, in that armor, who are you?
Orc.
Fulton will remove his helmet.
Oh, you! Good to see you again. I assume your investigations have gone well.
Partially. Fulton will tap the side of his head. Cursed.
What's your int at right now?
His int is 4.
Which
for some reason is showing his
enough
10.
to speak.
Yep. That's the bread line.
Yeah, if it was
for...
3 or lower, you couldn't even talk.
Yeah. Oh! Well, that's a pity. But I guess you found who you were looking for. Good. Alright, and you, oh dear. I've never been good with... You're Drow, aren't you?
She's obviously a mummy.
Sorry, what was that?
He's got
What?
He's got the C race spell active.
Sorry, no, he said something. What do you say?
You're Drow, aren't you? Young miss?
I turned very slowly to she.
Yeah, he must have the C race spell active since she dressed up like a mummy.
But then he would have known Fulton was a half-orc.
I guess who you were, not what you were.
He must have detect drow on.
Well, Gorzin is looking at she kind of expectantly.
Fulton glances over but doesn't seem to actually care much.
Half, sir.
Ah! Well, let's hope it's the half that doesn't matter. Let's see here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, Tam, these two, and I should be fine. Okay, good. I shall have to arrange quarters for all of you so that when the Inquisitor gets here, you live long enough to tell your tale. Okay. I suppose we need to make the hike back to the armory. I've never had to do this outside the armory. Are you all ready to walk back with me to the armory?
Oh, yes. I have some wonderful conversation with my allies I need to discuss. Staring at she like he just grew antlers.
She could have him under there, you don't know.
Carrying silence and carrying a rock.
Fulton has silence prepared.
We should use it sometime.
Excellent. Now, everybody hold on to something.
Grab onto sheath. Bandages.
Fulton will stare at Garazin.
I'm
She
holding
does
on
not
to
look
Fulton.
comfortable with this.
Because honestly, Fulton's the only member of this group I'm comfortable touching.
All right. Now,
Hey!
let's see here. How does it go?
I don't know if that should be taken as like an insult. It's kind of creepy. He's okay with that.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. No, that's not how it goes either.
Are you insane, man? Do you even know what you're doing?
Another dope slap for Garazin.
Ow.
Here it goes. I'm terribly sorry. I don't use any of these things ever, so I keep forgetting the command words. Now, Hoffa! And there's a bright flash of light.
Hoff is the command word to bury you under a stadium.
How did I know that was coming?
I don't like bright flashes of light.
The last thing you ever saw was Gorzin angrily staring at you.
And Fulton staring at Garazin.
I'm sure I will
This is the
see
awkward
more
circle.
things. See, right now I'm seeing purple.
You keep getting
I
hurt on
like
blank.
purple.
Welcome to blank. It's full of purple.
Purple.
No Sunny D allowed.
I like Sunny D.
We have an infinite supply of purple drink.
I mean, I couldn't drink it all the time, but it's fine once in a while.
I had it a lot when I was a kid, yeah.
It's way too sweet to drink
Yeah.
regularly, but
And
know,
when
it's-
the light
it's-
fades,
class is nice.
you don't appear to have gone anywhere.
I pause it looking at Sheeta, look at Ailman like he's gone completely mad.
She
detect
likely
magic.
is trying to actually clear her eyes at this point.
You don't see anything magical other than what you people are carrying and wearing. And
What was that
Yeoman's
supposed
wearing.
to do, my good man?
Oh, that's just sequestered us away. It's supposed to put witnesses someplace they're comfortable with, where they feel like they can get used to. But because we were just in that guard's hovel, the spell modeled it on there.
Works for me.
Alright, fair enough.
Fulton will blink and... Oh. Okay.
You blinked and they all disappeared. What the fuck?
Yes! Magic! And he'll go to the door and see what happens when he tries to look out the window of it.
You open the little viewing hatch in the door, and outside, I need you to make a will save.
Oh, this is a mistake.
We did
So
just kind
don't
of
look
stare
out the
into the
window,
nothing.
then.
Is it Cthulhu? Is Cthulhu outside?
I hope so.
Cthulhu is not outside,
Damn it, he's a great conversationalist.
but there is a terrible blackness out there, and it immediately fills you with dread.
Right, he's slamming the window thing shut.
Possibly
Oh.
nailing it.
Also, yes, be a little careful. It's a deliberate protective ward out there, in case anyone manages to sneak into the general area, but not into this hovel.
Yeah.
Oh, there weren't nearly enough beds in here for all of us, were there?
Gorzin looks at she and says, "You want to talk about it in the open, or you want to talk about it somewhere else? Because we're talking about it."
Fulton will lumber back over and go back to staring at Garazin.
I don't believe anyone needs to discuss your racism, dwarf.
It's not racism, it's called wisdom. Ancient many years, many wars, many mistakes, wisdom.
Any of those mistakes were none of mine.
Well, they weren't. So why hide?
Because of people like you, I'm guessing.
That's reverse silly logic. I wouldn't care. I didn't mind the half-orc. I wouldn't have minded a half-drow if you had been open. Alright, I'll be honest. I would mind. I just wouldn't mind quite so much as I'm minding currently. I don't like things being hidden in Minecraft. Like you're trying to hide something.
Fulton's going to give Garazin one last glance and look at Sheena Lair for a few seconds. Then he'll turn back towards Garazin and say only 2 words. Not evil.
That's not really the point. I've seen her summon beings of light and glory and so on. I can presume she's not, say, like, devilish, but at the same time, you could have been
is
honest.
That soup fresh?
Oh lord, the idiot's down the soup.
I'm going to pass my signet ring to Fulton. Hey, Fulton, cast silence on this.
Fulton blinks, but will do so.
There, I'm going to wear that ring and stand within 20 feet of Garazin at all times.
You do realize Garazin will eventually figure that out and shoot you. In fact, she'll figure it out very rapidly and then shoot you. There's a limit to how much you can just sort of sit on Garazin.
Play out in its natural fashion.
Fulton will hand the ring back to Lindahl in silence.
Garazin attempts
We're doing
to
everything in silence now.
Finds he can't. Looks at Fulton first, then at Lindahl, points the gun at Lindahl, and lifts his brows.
Fulton will just shake his head.
Damn, I don't know any. Well, I know tunnel, like I know Dwarven code, which is tapping on walls, but I don't know if anyone else knows that.
Nope.
I have some sign language that you probably won't appreciate her using.
Yeah. Dwarves have their own method, which is just tapping on walls, but I don't think anyone here knows that. Just don't hear else as dwarves or works in tunnels.
I assume Lindahl has some magical communication he can do, but...
Am I still silent?
I presume he's invisible.
Okay. Take out the musket. Tap the scope on it and sweep the room, because this thing can see invisibility.
I actually made myself invisible to me, so I can't move me.
Oops.
Great plan.
I don't know where I am.
We're using Super Smash Bros. Logic.
Take a step back.
So the guards aren't going to do anything about him pointing his gun at people?
Well, I'm pointing my gun at nothing right now.
I will remind you though, silence only lasts a round per level.
I know.
I'm waiting until he's gonna keep. I presumed he was gonna keep casting it.
I don't think Lindahl has it.
Nope.
Still pointing the gun at him until it face is.
And Garazin knows I don't have it, so why he's blaming me is beyond me.
Because he saw you pass the ring fault and didn't do a thing.
The guards
Since
are
Lindahl
looking nervously between each other, but because Eoman does not look concerned at all...
Fulton will take this opportunity to step between Sheena Lair and Garazin.
Well, assuming it fades, or I find him with the see invisibility scope, which is possible. Because I do have to spend at least a 4-round action scanning to pinpoint, I think. I don't remember the exact terms for it. So about like looking down the sights. Point is, silence fades, and Gorgon's first words are, I fucking hate magic.
Just one thing, Chris. You are reporting to us from the bottom of a very noisy well.
Strange. A moment. Any better?
Not really.
Fuck, I don't have anything else I can turn down. Hold on. Or turn off, rather.
It's not quite that bad. If you have a fan on, that's what usually causes a bunch of interference at your end.
Maybe Lassie will show up and tell us where Timmy is.
Well, I can't help the fan thing.
Actually, it's much better now.
Okay.
I'd rather Flipper turned up. That'd be more interesting.
Regardless, silence fades. Gorzin wants to talk to She about things. Mostly why hide from him. They get hiding from public, but specifically, hey guys, BG dubs, you know, I have half-drow blood. You know, maybe the spider goddess might crawl out of the fucking earth and swallow me whole someday.
Well, considering that you paste security guards for fun and profit.
I did not do it for fun and profit, that's you.
And technically, there's no spider gods.
I never did it for profit.
I'll just let that hang there.
How long have we known each other again?
Week
Oh,
at
week.
most.
Yeah, coming up on 8 nights.
Yeah. There's the whole reason.
So your reason for not warning me, hey, by the way, I'm like half drow, is you haven't known me long enough.
Your people don't tend to like my people.
Your people is half. You're half drow and half... What's the other half?
Human.
Alright then, there you go. I got no qualm with human, just have no qualm with Fulton's human half. Now, as orc half, I might have something to say to, but the orc half clearly is not in charge, or you'd be ugging at me and hitting me with a club. I think that's a chuckle. Well, then he'd have to kill you. By the laws of dwarfdom, I must kill you now. Bang.
Oh, God.
Oh, the abomination.
Yeah, no, that's a legitimate abomination. You must die, because half-dwarves can't exist. I don't
I'm
mean
just
that like
trying to imagine a half-drow, half...
No, it's like, I'm half drow, half Durger. Have fun.
Oh,
No,
God.
you're dead. Dead on spot. I kill you now.
Well, it depends on the setting. In the points of light setting, half dwarves exist.
Yeah, but in this setting, I'm running with the fact half-dwarves don't naturally exist. They only exist
Pretty
in
sure they
dark
do it.
magics.
Pretty sure they can in Galarian. They're just not statted.
Yeah, I'm running with the...
A half dwarf, half human is either statted as a dwarf or a human.
Yeah, believe it or not, Teo, he probably would want us war stories. He was okay. If he's okay with
So you
freaking
may go
Fulton.
ahead and, in character, address a question to Chevalier, but be aware that Fulton is standing in between you with a disapproving look.
As if
Not
there
as
was something-
disapproving as he gets, really.
Assuming that like his body will stop the gun, and I think he will learn his lesson by that.
In character. Quit your out-of-character mutterings and actually address what you're trying to address.
Okay, I've already said something. I wait for she to respond. Said several somethings.
It was in
scared.
between
I
all
think
of
she's
your
already
random
answered
mutterings.
your random question.
My question was, why hide yourself? And your answer was,
Yeah.
because I don't know you.
Exactly.
My rebuttal is, you probably, after the first... In fact, after me seeing Fulton and my reaction to that, that should have clued you into, maybe I should tell him.
I've seen
I've-
orcs walking among men. Rarely, but I see them.
I don't see that.
I do.
Alright, I don't go to the right cities then.
Go
Okay.
to Alastria
New
sometime.
New point. If that is true, let's assume that's true. What did they... how did I word this? Give me a sec. I'm trying to word this to where it makes sense. Give it sense. Damn it, it slipped out of my head. It's like I had something to say and it ran out the window. Shush you. Yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember what I was going to say. It was important, too. Something along the
Rousing got
lines
one
of...
too many dope slaps.
Yeah, shut up. I can't fucking remember it. I had something to say and ran out the window. Screw it. So you're going by the policy that that it's easier to ask forgiveness than it is to ask permission. Oh, there it is. Wouldn't it have been easier to talk to someone? Like, you were hired on for this mission. It wasn't like we were grabbed out of a hat. Like, they deliberately put a team together based roughly on our skill sets. If you felt, or even they felt, that your particularities would have been in trouble with me, you think that would have come up beforehand. Like, they would have said something to you. Unless they honestly expect me to never figure it out, which I'm frankly insulted by, clearly this wouldn't have been a problem if you just said something. Following the logic here?
Out of character question, real quick.
What's up?
We started in an elven city, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so in character, I wouldn't have been hired if they knew what I was.
So I shifted his head. So elves are okay with orcs, but exceedingly not oath.
There's a slight difference in the degrees.
I don't get it. Orcs have done things just as bad as Drows on a different level. What the fuck do elves care about Drow at this point? I haven't bothered them for... I don't get elves. I don't get them at all.
Stop making sense. Tio, stop it.
Cease your evilness, yeah. Fine. Just fine. I don't care that you're a half drow because you're half human, and that part is the part that's likely summoned in the angels. Thus, I've got no problem with you because you've done nothing untoward. I'm
How
just
lovely.
annoyed
You only have
you
a
decided
problem
to
with
hide
half
that.
of me.
Well, half of you is a scum-sucking, deep-dwelling monster.
Do you
Like, legitimately?
listen to what you actually say when you say it?
Yes. Half of your ancestry are evil, dark-dwelling monsters that make a very fun habit shaving dwarves and killing them. What part of that is not true?
And so half of me is your
Well,
problem with that. You see
well,
why I
half of you
haven't
is
told
drow.
you?
Fulton is continuing to do his job of being a wall.
Half of you is drow, and that half I have to be offended at. Based purely on... I gotta. It's kind of like not being offended by... I don't know, what do dwarves or drow hate a lot? Other elves, I guess? I don't know,
Fault-
no drow.
Fulton is going to try and make a point with his limited intelligence by glancing back at Chenalair, and then motioning towards his face, since his helmet is still off, and asking Drauzan a question. Which half of face is human? Which is orc?
He points at the tusks and says, orc. Points at the eyes and brow. Human.
Okay, at this point, she's going to take off her hood and just swipe off the bandages.
Aren't you chaotic good?
Yeah, that doesn't mean I can't be dwarvish, and thus be very long line.
Yeah, to be
Basically
fair, I was
racist.
totally expecting dwarven racism.
Yeah, no,
What?
that's something that's so drilled into every dwarf that ever existed, especially one who's seen war. I mean, come on.
Fulton is going to facepalm and wonder how he's still not the stupidest one of the party.
Gorzin's perfect. Like I said, Gorzin actually has no problem with them as individuals, but they're questioning him on the matter of like the race thing, and he's just
be
always
fair,
gonna.
His wording sucks. 'Cause
Yeah, you can't
you've-
split a person up into two halves.
Yeah, and calling
She
half
doesn't
of
know how
her
else to word
personally
it.
a monster. She's not really happy with him.
He doesn't know how else to word it. Especially since his int headband
Well,
is
this is a
apparently
team
worn by
that's
the other
breaking
dumb
up after
guy.
one mission.
Well, my int headband is missing, and he doesn't know how else to word this.
You would word that the same way whether you had your headband or not. Stop making excuses.
You use bigger words. Sorry, you keep saying dumb intelligence somehow links to him saying things like this, and that's incorrect, so I'll use
Alright.
incorrect statements right back.
Gorzin, just look at me. What do you think people see?
Paladin. Yep. Probably a paladin. Got a lot of symbolism going on.
Are you mistaken
You know
who's
who's
talking
who?
right now?
No, I thought Fulton was talking. Sorry. never mind.
No.
Oh God!
Okay, so you said
Wrong
that, I look at
character.
you and go,
Shino
With
is
without the
currently
bandages.
revealed and showing you her face and asking, what do people see when they see her?
A sexy
you
paladin
are very
drow.
strongly drow. Drow, man. Pretty much straight up. That's
Yes.
drow. You are strongly drow.
I was born in the city. I was raised in the city.
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt to just not. Are you admitting to being a drow right now, or what?
No, Gorzin.
So, so you're a half drow in a drow city?
Yes. Imagine for a moment what that must be like.
Well, I try not to, but I imagine slavery, torture, and other unpleasantry.
Yes.
So they do that to everyone at all times.
Why do you think I left?
Good on you. Well, I understand why you wrap up now. That is very powerfully drow. I thought you'd just be purpler.
Let me know if you find that. I
Yeah,
can
that'd be
use it.
useful.
Dwarf racism will penetrate it. What's your point with the whole I lived amongst drow? You know how terrible they are. Good on you.
I don't seek to be treated the same up here.
Fair enough, I suppose. Like I said, I did understand why you want to hide that fact from public. That is understandable, but for
Karazin.
those you fight alongside, and it's good to
I've
avoid this
known
by saying
you
at some point, hey, by the
for
way,
a
I'm
week.
half drow, and it's... I mean, admittedly, if I had seen you a half drow before we had assigned to the project and then talked, I might have made that assumptions, but then I would have asked you, or at least asked why a drow was openly walking around, and then figured it out, maybe.
Karazin, you are proving the point.
Okay, so the point... God damn it. My point is I don't like things being hid from me. There.
Your reaction is why they are hidden.
Well, this is psychologic. So you're always going to hide it, and someone's always going to find out, and it's always going to be sour for you when they do. Is that just what we're going to have to accept? We're just going to accept that every time you hide this... Is there anything else someone is hiding? Is someone here half illithid?
Those don't exist in this setting, buddy.
Alright, or what else? Druger, then.
I was once
Duergar.
sat on by a dragon.
That doesn't really count, but I'll keep it in consideration.
Oh, it was terrible. The thing sat upon me and kept me there for a fortnight, thinking I was one of its eggs.
That is terrifying.
I'm told I distantly have the blood of dragons in my veins.
Well, that's too distant to care about. Oh, damn it. I take the chair, sit on it, like the pipe. Puffs. Just damn it. So there's no way you could have told me, because I would have reacted badly no matter when you told me, so you have to keep it a secret. So nobody's wrong. I'm upset because it was a secret, you're upset at me because the secret is something I'm going to be upset about. I think.
Fulton looks at the ceiling in a praise the Lord sort of fashion.
He has seen the dark vision light.
You sure you're not full drow?
She is now currently facepalming and rubbing her eyes.
Fulton will glance backwards. No offense. She wouldn't be here if full drow.
I don't know, I've been dealing with a lot of fucked up sorcery this past week. Well, you're still a good person, I suppose. You done nothing wrong, been quiet, healed us, not killed me in the dark yet. I guess I'll just have to get over it.
Yes.
Just, really, if you are hiding anything else, any of you, please be upfront about it. I don't want this again.
Fulton will just raise an eyebrow. You could look at my scars if you want.
No, thank you. Those you're not hiding. Well, not deliberately hiding, let's put it that way. If any of you are wanted criminals, now's a good, well, maybe now's a poor time, but I still want to know.
Maybe a bit of a poor time.
Yeah, this is not the best time.
No later, let's put it that way. If any of your ancestors come crawling first, can I shoot them? The bad kind.
I believe you'll
Her
say that again.
ancestors would probably
Oh,
be zombies, so I'm going with yes.
Well, I don't know, and on top of that, I don't know if you're like, they want you back or something. You don't have to explain that, but if they do, can I shoot them?
I would prefer it.
Awesome, cool, we're not gonna have any arguments there.
At this point, Fulton will glance between the two and tentatively step out from where he is.
Immediately shoot her.
That's what gets
No.
him stabbed.
You know,
If I wanted to
for
shoot, I
somebody
could
who
shoot
makes
past
snap
you.
judgments based on race, you're not very good at it. You can tell just by looking at this girl she's not full drow.
Just purple skin, silver hair. It's about all that matters in the dark.
Her ears are the wrong shape and her eyes are the wrong color.
They're pointy.
The racism continues.
Unfortunately, Gorazin, not many are as well versed as Lindell.
There are very different degrees of pointy, my friend.
I have learned something. So does that mean normal elves are pointier or less pointy?
A full elf's ears comes to a point in a different way. It's hard to
You're gonna have
explain.
to show me this sometime.
Fulton will touch the tips of his own pointy ears.
Well, I know orcs have their thing, but I've never seen that. I'm not gonna find an orc and compare, because he's gonna punch me as first thing he's gonna do.
Some orcs won't.
Okay, when you find one,
Maybe
who
they
has
will
no
get to
idea
know
what
him better.
the gaps are, or anything about dwarves of the north, then maybe he won't punch me. Also, he can't know any trolls, ogres, or anything like that. Giants, really. Because if he knows any of them, then they're going to punch me. He's going to punch me for knowing them. I got my nickname for a reason in a place doing a thing.
Also, I heard rumor that my maternal grandmother was an ogre mage.
Ew. How'd you live? Thought she would have eaten you or something. Or whatever it is ogres do.
I'll leave it up to the group to decide whether I'm joking or not.
I don't think you are.
Fulton will shrug. I don't know my parents.
That's a sad or a good thing. I don't know. One half is sad.
She will pat him. I don't know mine either.
Mine are dead.
Wasn't it just terribly sad? Well, I know mine, and one of them's a dick. Moving on. Where's my chair? Oh, my chair.
I'm going to roll the diplomacy because that is partially untrue. They're just dead to me.
Yeah,
Potato, potato.
close enough.
Well,
One
we
of
shall,
them is actually dead, the other one's just dead to me.
well, we shall probably be stuck here for at least another several hours. So, if any of you would like any of that delicious soup,
Your emergency response takes several hours to get here.
Silver Inquisitor's a busy man.
I'm asking what he was doing personally, honestly. Because now I'm curious.
Well, he could have been out slaying heretics. He
Mm-hmm.
may have been out meting out judgment.
There's a difference between the two? He actually differentiates the differences.
Well, the one tends to follow the other, alternating every 2 to 3 minutes.
Ah, alright, there you go then.
I think I like
I'm just gonna have my
Fulton
gun
just
ready.
nods at this because he knows this information very well.
And every once in a while, he does need to get recalled to the It's a rather dreadful way of phrasing it, but he calls it the Home Office.
Elven, Dwarven, something along that lines. I don't know, like, where this particular place is. So is it centered anywhere, or is it a multiracial conglomeration?
Well, the cities around the cities around the Scarred Neck, they all came together and decided that they needed a single authority that could mete out. Well, not just justice, but also be clearly aware of what is corruption around the Scarred Neck and what is still, passable civilization. So they formed the Inquisitor organization, and they didn't want it to be corruptible. They didn't want it to be easily, subvertible by any particular group of local lords. So they made it an independent organization, and it has its own promotional ranks from within. In fact, anyone can join
And they
it.
somehow felt that wouldn't be corruptible? Everything is corruptible.
From outside, I mean.
Well, they have to go places alone and do things. Outside is exactly where they get corrupted, if not inside. Regardless, so it is a multiracial habernash. Is there more than one Silver Inquisitor? Do you know which one we're going to get?
There is only one Silver Inquisitor at any given time. There is only one Gold Inquisitor at any given time. And there is only one Inquisitor General at any given time.
So one of each. And the silver one is a zealous elf, zealous human, zealous dwarf, angry troll. Come on, something.
He's a golem.
Angry bird.
Wait, what?
The current Silver Inquisitor is a golem.
Ooh, I really like this guy.
Okay, let's back that up. As in a golem, as in the magically immune servitors who have all the creative ability of a rock. Which
I
they usually
told you. I told you the Inquisitors promote from within their ranks.
And they promoted a golem.
He was very effective.
I believe them. Alright then, so it's going to be literally... do you have a book of the laws of this city, like, written down anywhere?
At
Just,
the,
like, clear?
back at my office, I do.
Can you go get it?
No! We're sealed in
copy?
here until the Inquisitor arrives.
Fuck. Do you know... Damn it, I'm asking him. Do you know most of the laws by heart that would pertain to this matter?
Well, let's see here. I don't know the laws, but I know the procedures.
That would have to fucking do. Can you communicate that to Fulton and,
Okay, Garazin?
Lindahl here to them and have them memorize the hell out of it?
Garazin, it is very imperative that you do not speak to the golem.
I'm the only one here who could fight the golem and win, so...
We're not
have
looking
fun
to
with that.
fight the
Fulton
golem.
coughs.
I won't say much to
turn into a
him.
golem myself, but
And then you two punch each other for a while, I think that golem wins.
So the way this works is, the witness to the crime reports it, and the Inquisitor comes to them, interrogates them, and then deals with the problem.
Or
okay, well that would be me since I summoned it.
Yes,
you,
yes.
Okay, so it'll be you he's interrogating. Oh, that's gonna suck, man.
And there are certain procedures that we have to follow when we summon the Silver Inquisitor.
Some of which include boarding ourselves in so the explosion radius is minimized.
More or less.
Fuck, why am I in this room with him?
And
That's why I said it is imperative you do not speak to the Inquisitor unless directly questioned.
And that is also why I placed my signature on this young man's chest, so that the Silver Inquisitor sees that and realizes that we haven't summoned the accused, we have summoned the witness. He's sometimes a little off on small details like that.
Can you sign me too, so I don't get accidentally killed and like everyone else in this room?
You could always stand in this room over that room over there, I point.
I don't think that's far away.
It's just the
There's a
current
bed,
Silver
it's cozy.
Inquisitor, he's very good at dealing with cults and corruption. He's just a little fuzzy on details like
I believe
left
you,
versus
but I'm a
right.
detail and I don't want to die.
And so we have to make sure to sign the witness so that when the Inquisitor arrives, he
Sign him
knows
again?
he knows that the witness is the one who lives and the criminal is the one who dies.
How this... So, he knows that that is the witness in there, Tam. What about the rest of us? Will he just ignore us or presume we're the criminals? That's really
Lindahl
important.
is the witness.
He should ignore all of us.
Okay. Lindahl is a witness, okay. Lindahl is a witness. He should ignore all of us. Oh boy.
Yes, so, in character. So, it is imperative nobody but me speaks to the golem unless
Directly talked to, yes.
Out of
Otherwise-
character, if anybody has things they want me to bring up, make sure to tell me.
Problem is, we don't know what he's a golem, so he's gonna respond with yes and no. Just to make sure you explain where we found it.
I meant once the interrogation starts.
Let's try to get him into a logic loop.
How about
Just
we don't enrage the golem?
I am...
Well, we're trying to
Everything
avoid
I
that, so we have to make the most logical logical, direct,
Golem.
simplest path possible, because he's going to take the shortest route no matter what. He will always take the shortest route, so we need to give him that short route.
Mr. Golem, the thing I am about to tell you is true. Everything I say is a lie.
Well, that might kill you and him and us, so don't do that.
Somehow I feel like his response would be just to hit you.
Yeah, that might be his response. He's a golem, not a robot. He doesn't have to process it, he just has to hit whatever's bothering him.
You destroy the naughty, but you're destroying people indiscriminately, so that makes you naughty.
I'll also
I don't think he cares.
point out here that while it is a golem, it's probably not going to be the average intelligence of golems.
I hope not, but we don't know
I'm guessing
that.
it's an intelligent golem of some kind.
It's still well known for its extremely brutal, efficient manner that takes very little detail into consideration and sometimes
So-
forgets the details. It's known for that. He
It's
just
just
said
an
so.
Inquisitor then.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
normal
still
inquisitors
wanna-
you can talk to first.
That's pretty much
you know?
every Inquisitor ever.
Well,
Yeah, I still want
most
to
inquisitors are
minimize
immune to
the-
magic.
Yeah,
And
I
a
want to
golem.
minimize the chance of setting him off, so the guy with diplomacy rank should be the guy who talks.
Well, no, you're totally talking. I'm trying to think of
Technically,
things
I've
you'd say.
almost got as much. She just doesn't talk much.
I'll be back in a moment using the bathroom.
Okay.
I think really the only thing you have to bring up is where you found it and what was in there, like the whole maze system and the ritual and the dead body we have we need to interrogate. Speaking
Well,
of,
I'm
you probably
lucky
should
enough
take
to
that
have
out of your
diplomacy
robe.
based on intelligence.
So
You
that's
should
how you're
take-
beating me. I was wondering.
And you should probably take the dead body out of your robe and put it in a corner so we can interrogate it. Like, you know,
That's probably.
because I mean, you like present the dead body and you plop it out of your robe, he might make conclusions on his own.
So just a warning to the guards. I have the dead body of the accused with me. I am pulling him out now, so don't be alarmed that I am pulling out a dead body. Plop it there.
Ooh, are we going to see a magic show?
Yep, I pull a dead body out of a pocket in my robe and plop it on the ground there.
Oh,
Fallen, you said you knew this guy?
He's AFK.
Oh, damn it. No,
I was expecting a bit of a flourish or a fanfare. That's not a very good rabbit trick at all.
I have a flare I can set off in here,
I
but you
use
don't want that.
prestidigitation to make little fireworks around him.
So I hope
Naoman claps contentedly.
I think I'm starting to get a headache.
I think they assigned a village idiot to guard duty.
I'm going to go lay down until we have need of me.
Sorry, the bed is taken. Have fun with that.
It's a triple-decker bunk bed.
Oh, okay, you're good. So the bottom might be taken.
She needs some kind of rest anyway.
I will be right back in just a second, just grabbing some chips.
And then the golem enters, because I'm all alone.
I return.
Hey, Gorzin has looked at Fulton and asked him, so you know Ioman. Like, you know the guy.
Yes.
Was he always this... himself? Did he always act like this?
I'm reasonably sure I've been myself for at least 87% of my life.
Well, I'm sure you're very sure of that. I merely wanted a second opinion.
Yes.
Always safe to have second opinions. So he has always been this.
Met him when we split up
Yeah.
early.
And he acted like this the whole time.
Fulton shrugs.
Back.
I look at guardsmen who came in with him and say, is he always like this?
The guard stoically remains quiet.
Out of character, if you're reason why asking, I think I would remember Mr. Kooky Pants here. I don't think this is the guy you talked to. I vaguely remember you talking to a half-elf who was much more businesslike and together than this crazy motherfucker. So, unless I completely missed a session...
I don't get out of the office much. It's rather thrilling, really.
I'll remind you that Fulton has talked to two different chiefs.
I know. One of them was the runner guy, and he's not the runner guy.
Yes.
That's why I'm fussing, because I think this might be a trap. Anyway, back to Gorzen in character. I like Ty. I like Ty Omen. You smoke?
Not since the incident with the dragon, no.
You play cards.
Not since the incident with the dragon, no.
What? Okay, why not? What does the dragon do with cards?
Fulton will look over at the guard near the door and just say something. Don't look outside.
Guards nods.
Fulton will then look to everyone else in the room and repeat it. Don't look outside.
I don't plan to. I plan to start playing cards, but I'm not playing with a dead body. I'd like to play with somebody, but you're boring. He's probably going to cheat, and she's asleep, so that leaves.
I have a set of dice.
I
That'll do.
got
Get
the
over here.
implication that I would cheat at cards.
You're a wizard. They always cheat at cards. Dice, too, for that matter. You stay away from this dice.
Oh, now he's profiling based on profession as well.
Like it's a
Well,
lie
he keeps
and
calling
not
Fulton
true.
a paladin.
Wizards always cheat at cards. It's like a fucking Sagaski to be ripped off. They're wizards. All the
Bowman
power of the
takes out-
multiverse, and some fucker wants to play cards with you. I'd cheat if I had wizardry powers. And get over here, let's
I'm
play
a
some
man
dice.
of honor, sir.
If you're being serious and you want to play dice, let's play dice. I was thinking tunnel rules, but I don't know if either of you know those.
Oh, I know an excellent dice game.
Alright, get over here.
Okay,
I've got,
now.
Okay. Just let me
one.
write up my character first. I think I'm going to play an accountant.
Hush you. The accounting class is banned. It's too powerful. It's too much money.
Now, the way this game works is I throw one of these two-sided dice, and then you throw a three-sided one. And the last person to throw a die wins. And he flips a coin onto the table. Your turn.
I only have so many three-sided. Where are the three-sided dice? How many do I get? Like, that's just a game of numbers.
Oh no, it's your turn to throw a die.
Oh, it's alright. So two-sided dice, dude?
No, you have to throw a three-sided dice now. I threw the two-sided die.
Oh, I see. I toss a three-sided die.
Do you now?
There. It's called a coin.
Describe to me the shape of this three-sided die.
Coin.
No.
I'm going to say the edge counts as a side. Show him the edge, put it on the table. He's crazy, he'll believe it.
Excellent. He takes out a small pyramidal structure, tosses it. I've thrown a four-sided die. Your turn.
I see what he's doing there, but I have a fairly easy answer to that one. I take out a, probably made of some kind of rock, wouldn't they? And they're cheap, so fuck it. I take out my four-sided die, and I cut the top part into a more flat shape. It's still four-sided, but now there is a flat fifth finger quote side, and I toss that. I just want to smile at him.
He takes out a six-sided bone die, tosses it. Your turn.
This is astoundingly favored in your direction, you know. This one's actually simple. There are seven-sided dice. I don't know if I own one, but I can make one if I need to. I'll spot it.
So they
And yes, they look fucking weird.
They entertain themselves for a while, Iomen tossing normal dice and forcing Garazin to improvise dice as he goes.
Gorzin likes this game. It gives him a chance to like stretch his hands and his mind. It's actually a fun game for him. This poor Ailman's probably bored.
And that passes about an hour worth of time.
Until we
Fulton is
get
going
to
to
the
check where the
D20s and I
door
start
is.
just... Once we get to the D20s, it starts getting easy for me.
Does this other door have a window in it?
That one does not.
Right, he's
Don't
not
open the
opening that.
door. Okay.
He may be dumb right now, but he's not going out into the infinite blackness.
Smart move for a dumb guy.
But what if you need to urinate?
You got the soup bowl.
Oh, God.
Awesome.
You know, they
What?
never actually mentioned that, but I'll assume a ring of sustenance handles that, since you don't need to eat anymore.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Nothing in, nothing out.
Hey, Elman, tell me about this dragon. How'd you wind up in that place of all places, as I say, as I cut my, I don't know, 29th-sided die?
Well, in my youth, I was a bit of a scamp, and someone dared me to steal a dragon's egg.
Did you manage it?
After a fortnight, yes.
What kind of dragon?
I didn't really get a good look at it from below.
Hey, you think your vision would be filled with a certain color, but I suppose not.
It's a bit dark under the bottom of a dragon.
Right, human, and sorry, elf. Is he elf or human?
He's a half-elf.
Right, half elf. Well, either way, you don't have dark vision, so.
Yes.
Dark vision is black and white.
Yeah, but
Even
you'd
if he
still be
did, he
able
wouldn't
to...
see the dragon's color.
No, but you'd be able to see other things.
Most people don't actually know the distinguishing features of a dragon beyond its color.
Well, I have knowledge of it, so I would.
He does not.
I know
Most
that.
likely, anyway.
So you just found you found some random dragon's lair. You went in to steal an egg, as you do, and you got found out, and you hid in the eggs, but it sat on the eggs. And you happened to be in there. How'd you get out of that?
I waited until the dragon had to go eat.
How long were you waiting, I wonder?
I said, a fortnight.
A fortnight.
A fortnight.
What? You didn't eat the dragon's eggs, did you?
No.
What'd you eat?
I chewed off my own fingernails for sustenance.
Morrison tries to deliberate whether or not that would actually fucking work.
Fulton is going to make a concerted attempt to close his ears and go to start praying.
What did you drink?
Oh no, someone's disconnected.
You'd be amazed how much moisture condensates on the skin of a dragon.
You licked the dragon's undercarriage. I understand you better now.
Well, I couldn't have moved very far. There I was, sitting in the dragon's nest with an illusion of an egg wrapped around me.
You could have pretended to hatch and asked it to please move.
Wait a
It
minute.
would have been confused, but I don't know, pretend to be its kid. Fuck if I know.
I know a problem with this story.
What
How do you
problem?
survive the dragon heating you up? They heat up their eggs with their breath.
That's Reds, not like, it could have been
Like
like
I
a
said,
green.
I don't smoke since the incident with the dragon.
I guess it didn't blow fire, just blew hot smoke on him.
So it
And
looks
work.
like our wayward captain has had their internet drop.
Yeah, seems that way.
Damn you, Comcast.
Damn you.
As soon as they're online on their phone, I'll be able to get word from them.
Righto.
I say in a public stream so Comcast can sue me.
So,
Yeah, get
Iron
ready
Man,
to
to be
lose all your
clear, you were caught for a fortnight underneath the dragon's undercarriage, occasionally being blown hot, heated smoke upon you, licking its undercarriage for moisture, and eating your own fingernails to survive for a fortnight.
Yep.
I understand this man's pain on some level. On the other hand, I don't want to, because if I go that far, I will become as he is.
A human can
I am
survive
very
a
sorry
lot
for that
longer without
incident.
food than you would think.
No, I understand the food thing. It's the moisture thing that was bugging me, so that. Alright. And you escaped when it eventually went hunting and crawled your way to freedom, I presume.
Yep.
Right. Well, that was horrifying. I almost would prefer dying. Did you at least take some of the horde with you?
Oh, there was no horde with this dragon.
Yeah, what dragon did you find?
A swamp dragon.
They have hordes.
Well, yes, if I wanted a nice big collection of shiny-looking sticks and pieces of mud.
Well, it can't have been a black. They take coins.
Either way, I got the egg and won the bet.
Yeah. What'd you get off the egg?
Probably got a whole 10 gold pieces for it.
How much
12
did
and a
you get?
half.
Yeah. Yeah. For future, Omen, if you ever find yourself in the position of a dragon egg, they're worth their weight in adamantium.
Yeah, you could have sold that for about 1,000 gold.
That explains why that merchant was so willing to take the bet.
Well, he didn't think you'd live. 1. 2, he ripped you off. 3, you might have been entitled to damages. Hazard pay, whatever you want to call it. Swamp-dwelling, fire-breathing dragon. That's strange. Reds won't do that.
There he is.
Golds won't do
You
that.
live!
We'll see.
Brass won't do that.
Maybe it was a wyvern.
Yeah, wyverns don't breathe flame usually. Could be no, fire drakes live in the mountains too. That's how.
I assume your internet went out then.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll stay
Alrighty.
up.
We're just waiting on the goal of discussing poor Ioman's fucking terrifying journey into the deepest bowels of hell.
No deepest bowels of a dragon.
Hush you. There's very little difference.
Depending on
It's
who you
going on.
are, hell might be a
There-
dragon.
Hmm.
What's the opposite of worshipping Apsu?
There actually is one. There's the fork-tail wyvern lives on hills and breathes fire.
I get to be a swampy hill?
If it's wet?
Could have been a
Maybe.
hill just outside of a swamp.
I guess. Yeah, it is possible. It
Anyways.
doesn't seem very likely. Things with fire don't tend to like wet stuff, you know? Is the golem come barging in demanding our butt yet? Is Robocop here?
Anyways,
I
Where's
was thinking it was
Robocop?
more like Dread. But yeah, okay.
after a couple hours of story time and wasting time and contemplating what horrible ingredients may or may not have been added to that soup pot over the past decade,
I'm tempted to add something myself, to be honest, but continue.
the flames in the fireplace changed from silver to orange.
That's worrisome.
Does this mean something?
This what? Oh, he's here! Hold on.
Oh.
Not here, but he's here.
Thank you for not explaining anything you just said.
Nobody asked.
Would you please explain fully what you mean by being here but not here?
Well, remember, this is a facsimile of where we were.
Ah, so he is where we were, and we're in the facility. He's not in this yet.
Yes, so he's taken the dust from the fireplace to mark that he's arrived, and now we shall simply return. And
Okay.
let's see here.
I'll
You're
go
not-
make up she.
Golem, you're not a golem. You're not a golem, and you're not
He
a golem.
knocks on the wall. I suppose I don't know if there's a door here. Oh wait,
There's no door there.
there you go. So I knock. Oh wait, time to get up, everyone. Come on, golem to go see.
We're off to see the golem.
I will just make sure to write Murder Hag Wrath on a piece of paper to shove in his mouth when I see him.
What, the golem? No, so make sure we bring the body with us. We kind of need that.
Whoever got that reference gets the no prize.
What, sticking orders into a golem's mouth?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the old golem style of like the first golem thing.
Falta will grab the body.
Thank you.
Okay, now, the Silver Inquisitor, he tends to be a little, obvious, so if everyone could just be around the perimeter of the room as we return, then we shouldn't run into anything.
So he bigger than Fulton, smaller.
Only by a touch.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
I hope so. Define a touch.
Mr. Half-Orc, could you reach your arm above your head?
No.
Fulton will do so.
Higher than he can touch.
Oh boy, that's a big golem. I love the adamantine rounds.
How about you have your gun holstered?
No, I'm gonna. I just don't want to have to bother putting the other kind of round in when I have to draw it. When he gets pissed off at, over here.
If you don't say anything, we probably won't have to fight it.
Yeah, you say that, and then we fight it. I like to be ready.
Well, you're
I put
always
the
saying
rounds in,
things.
holster my gun, wait for the end to come.
Yeoman holds out his arms and gets everyone to hold hands.
Alright.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Kumbaya.
Okay, now let's see here. The word for this one was mix a spit. No. Mix it. No. Mix it. No.
It's pronounced Mixia Spitlick.
Ah, thank you.
How did you know that? Yes, Gorson.
There we go. Mix a spitlick. No. Mix a spitlick. And there's a bright flash of light.
Ow.
Fucking wizards. It occurs to me this might be... I don't know if they exist in Pathfinder, though. It might be inevitable. It's fucking terrifying. I really hope it's not. Fucking inevitables are fucking terrifying.
And by the time everyone's vision clears of the bright light, you can hear the busy street outside again. You can hear the fireplace crackling merrily away, and you can see that Lindall's being held by the cuff of his shirt 6 feet off the ground by a golem whose head is actually not in the room, but his shoulders are currently holding up what's left of the roof.
Well, alright then.
Cool.
You hear some distant shouting that you imagine in this weird, echoey metal-on-metal voice that you think must be the golem, but it's really hard to make out what he's saying because he's shouting outside the building.
I am sorry, sir. I'm having trouble hearing you.
And now he's just gonna shout louder.
Are you the accused?
No, I am the witness.
How do you spell that?
The witness?
Neither of those is a letter.
Witness is spelled W-I-T-N-E-S-S. That's not my name, that's my title.
That is correct. What do you have to report?
Wow, this guy. Okay.
I'm trying very hard not to laugh.
You're failing, for the record.
I know. It's the attempt that's counting.
The Gold Inquisitor is corrupt.
Gotcha.
Is that or is that not the shape of an apple?
That
What
is
the
not
fuck?
the shape of an apple.
Correct. Where is the Golden Inquisitor?
I do not know the Golden Inquisitor's current whereabouts.
Then you will have to find him.
That's your fucking job.
More dope slaps for Garazin, please.
Oh.
Who else has seen the Golden Inquisitor being corrupt?
Oh, good lord.
I.
Who is I?
He can't
That is
see
my
in the
traveling
room, so he has
companion,
to ask the
Hlosterin
fucking
the
question.
Devout.
What kind of handbag is my traveling companion Fulton the Devout?
He is not a handbag, he is a half-orc.
Correct. Half-orc. What is your name?
Fulton, the Devout.
Incorrect. You have said your name is I. Is this incorrect or not?
I can't fucking take it.
I was an answer to your question. My name is Fulton, the Devout.
Very well. Fulton the Devout, do you have a crime to report?
Corroboration of the Gold Inquisitor's corruptness.
Corroboration is not a crime.
The Gold Inquisitor is corrupt.
Is this a question?
No.
I am not allowed to respond to questions regarding a pending investigation.
It is not a question.
Not what if you know how to talk to a golem?
Very well. Witness, are you still in my hands?
Looks down. Yes, appear to be.
Correct. You are going to take me to the Golden Inquisitor.
Well,
I
this
would
is
if I know his whereabouts.
Is any part of you shaped like, colored like, or in any other way resembling a lodestone?
I believe some of my internal organs, maybe.
Excellent. You shall use your internal organs to direct me to the Golden Inquisitor.
At that point,
Here's
George
an
just
out
stands
of
up and
character
starts
question.
laughing.
Does Sheena have any locate objects left?
Oh boy.
My internal organs are not actually lodestones, they just resemble them.
Out of character, I have my full assortment of 6th level, so we can discern location 4 times.
We're gonna
Well,
have
you've
to...
been in contact with the Gold Inquisitor.
Golem. Inquisitor. That I hear you are a servant of Pharasma. The corpse in the corner has information on the Golden Inquisitor.
At that point, Gordon says, your right corner forward from where you're facing, and I get the hell out of the way.
Excellent. Please hold still. And he puts you down.
I hold as still as I possibly can.
He takes a step over this way, tearing a giant hole in the building as he walks, completely disregarding the roof that his shoulders are sticking through.
No, I never summoned this guy. But the other hand,
I
why
like
don't they
this
summon
guy.
this guy all the time? He's hilarious.
Ailment scuttles out of the way. The golem picks up the body of Havelock Hart, opens his chest plate, revealing that he's completely hollow, throws the body inside, and you notice that there's like 5 or 6 other bodies already in there in various states of decay.
Oh, gross.
So he's a titan.
And he closes the body. He closes his chest plate. I shall take this evidence under consideration. Has anyone else? Has anyone else? Has anyone else seen the Golden Inquisitor being corrupt?
My traveling companion Shilinar has.
Hmm.
Shilinar, please step forward to be interrogated.
I guess you can probably squeeze past.
Well, they'll move for you. They're allies.
Yeah.
Shilinar, are you the witness?
I am?
No, you're not.
Incorrect. The witness
Oh.
is the doofy-looking human with the golden faceplate.
Doofy.
Please stand ready to be processed as the accused.
Oh God.
Are you ready to be processed as the accused?
No.
I am not.
There's a long, empty silence. Correct.
Okay. Oh boy.
Has anyone else witnessed the Golden Inquisitor being corrupt?
I give Lendal a look.
The guard, Tam Ganzen.
Am Ganzen, please step forward. Am very nervously steps forward. Am Ganzen, are you the corrupt? No? Are you the Golden Inquisitor?
No.
No? Lindahl, of Knight's Reach, the witness.
Yes?
You have failed to lead me to the Golden Inquisitor. I shall be forced to take matters into my own hands.
Asking for witnesses. I'm confused.
I
Manners,
have told you
please
I
step
don't know
forth.
any...
What do you say? I didn't hear that. What did he say? Step forth.
Manners, I repeat, please step forth.
Manners. He's asking for manners.
I am unable to take matters into my own hands.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh boy, I need to fix this golem. I need to sit down with like a fucking wrench and a hammer and
So this is the
fix it.
super smart golem that got promoted from the ranks, huh?
Compared to a normal
yeoman
golem, this
speaks
is
up.
a
I didn't
Very
say
intelligent
smart,
golem.
I said effective. Once he finds his quarry's gone.
I believe it. It's still a golem. I have an idea, but it requires me talking.
Oh, we can't have that.
Yeah, I know.
You shall be permitted to talk. What is your idea?
Well, we have a way of tracking the Inquisitor. It won't tell us exactly where he is, but it'll get really close. And you can
hasn't
walk
touched
into
him.
houses and look for him, and we can tell you what he looks like, and you can fetch him, then we'll confirm if it's him or not, and then we'll act.
Creatures you only have to have seen.
In that order.
Excellent. Please track the Golden Inquisitor, whom you have been seen.
Excellent. Sheenalair, would you please use your magical powers to track the Golden Inquisitor that you have seen?
I will need 10 minutes to cast the spell.
Silver Inquisitor, this will require 10 minutes of Sheenalair's and our time to cast this particular powerful spell to find the Golden Inquisitor, which we have seen. Please wait a little while, which will be no longer than 15 or so minutes at most. After that, we will continue to step 2, which is to walk in that direction that is discovered by Sheenalair.
Have you dealt with an Inquisitor before?
I have dealt with many golems before. Most of them were not as intelligent as you think. Something.
Flattery will not save you, Herp.
I am not being flat. I am being truthful and factual. You are, in fact, more intelligent than other golems.
While Grazin
So
is
I-
doing this, Fulton is going to wave Chandelier to go get started before anything
Yeah,
else
seriously,
happens.
I am delaying him do a thing.
I totally want to build one of these.
I actually
Build
did
as many as
build
you
one
want
of
for
these for a game.
intelligent. This one's different. This thing is, normally they don't say anything, number one.
You will at least attempt to get somewhere slightly so she can cast undeterred.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I built the golem for a game. I stuck a fireball trap on its chest so it could just touch it and it launches fireballs.
Assuming the Silver Inquisitor does not ask me more questions.
And assuming
Stand here
Golden
silently.
Inquisitor has not mind blanked himself.
The golem opens its chest, grabs
Cut
out
out,
the
what?
golem, reaches into his chest, takes out the body of Havelockhart, closes its chest again,
Okay.
and begins holding the body up in both hands in front of itself. The golem begins running through a good cop, bad cop interrogation routine all on its own.
Oh dear.
You can make this easier for yourself by cooperating. You don't know what someone like me can do to you if you don't answer our questions.
Silver Inquisitor, I do hate to interrupt, but might I suggest another course of action involving what you're doing currently with the dead man?
I do not need to take any correspondence.
I do know an effective tactic, however, that may speed up the process and save you time and be more efficient. It will cost you nothing to at least listen to that.
Fulton is going to go over to Grazin and just kind of hold his hands up and pleading, please stop.
He's just going to stand there and get no information. We want him to get information, don't we? If he just stands there being him, he's not going to learn anything, and we won't be able to prove anything. We have to be able to prove
I
something
can
if
do
I
it
tell him what...
myself if I have to.
But he's the one that matters. If he doesn't hear it and believe it from the body, we have nothing. Do you want to convince him what questions to ask so we get, some evidence? Because right now he's basically
Fulton just sighs.
Sorry, how many golems have you dealt with? So, Silver Inquisitor, yes, I would cost you nothing to at least hear out my idea on how to get information out of the body.
I will hear out your ideas on how to get information out of this body.
Ask him, with no preamble, simply say and demand that he tell you exactly in what way he knows the Golden Inquisitor, any information, like when he's met him, when he's talked to him, what he said to him, what about.
We don't even know he actually cast anything to speak with him. We just know he's talking to a corpse.
I'm kind of hoping he figured the fact it's dead. I did say dead man, and he responded, so I'm hoping.
Hoping gets you nowhere.
It might. Better than just letting him
Knowing
talk
the
to
way
a dead
this guy's
body.
acted so far, he may just be holding up the corpse and talking to it, expecting answers that won't come.
I have to pray he knows that dead bodies can't talk back unless he has like magic going
Yeah,
on that
I wouldn't
lets
bet
him.
on that.
You, the body, without preamble, ask you whether or not you know anything about the
Silver
Golden
Inquisitor?
Inquisitor.
Silver Inquisitor, I hate to interrupt you, but you must address him as if you were addressing a... what was his name again? I don't see his tokens, I don't fucking know his name.
I do not need to mail this package anywhere.
No, out of character, what the sod was this guy's name?
Havelockhart.
Yeah, I thought it was Havelock. I thought that might have been the guy. No, we're hunting Core or something. I have notes on this, but
We're hunting...
Kodak the Harrow.
Yeah, Kodak, thank you. Okay, so... Silver Inquisitor, I start writing something down, and then I basically spell out for the Silver Inquisitor, word for word, what he needs to say to the corpse. And then I'm going to remind it, do remember to use whatever mystic power you have to speak with the dead first.
That is an excellent suggestion. I shall
Good
send.
Lord, he was talking to just a dead body expecting answers. Oh, God damn it.
I shall send the body where it can be talked to learn its answers. The body, are you ready?
It can't respond, it's dead. Also, it has the
Correct.
body of Havelock Hart if you must use a name.
The golem lifts the body up high, which actually kind of drags the body against the broken roof a little, but that's okay, it's not going anywhere. And then there is a flash of silver light, and the body sort of implodes in the golem's hands. And I'll be back in just a second.
Well, I'm making very slow, deliberate progress.
I do not
Tricking
think that
yourself.
was progress.
Yeah.
I call it progress. I'm getting this guy to not just stand here uselessly, making dumb questions even dumber.
We should have just stood here uselessly for 10 minutes because we're gonna go get the Golden Inquisitor now.
Who will then
Well, he's
probably
gonna
tell him
interrogate the body
something.
whether or not I say anything, and I wanted to interrogate the body and learn something.
You do know this is just going to end up with the Gold Inquisitor like telling him something that turns him on us, probably, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a 70% chance, but there's also a good chance he might just like tear the Gold Inquisitor's head off. I'm kind of hoping on that one.
Things are never that
Hey,
easy.
at least we get a cool battle out of it, so I'm fine with it.
I got to laugh pretty hard at this, so I'm good.
Remember, I'm the one who always takes the schmuck bait.
Okay, so the body of Havelock Hart just sort of disappeared in an implosion of silver light.
Inquisitor, if I am incorrect in assuming, tell me so, that you have sent the body somewhere to where it could be talked to and learn its information.
Correct. I have up escalated this problem to my superiors.
Very good. That should gather the needed information in a quick and precise pace.
Comcast will email you within 2 to 3 weeks.
How long
Silver
has it been?
Inquisitor.
Oh god.
Yes, Fulton, the devout, not the witness.
Who are your superiors?
Pharasma.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Alright.
We are never seeing that body again.
Well,
Oh,
we weren't going to see it regardless.
if we're lucky, he has commune and we'll ask for Asma later.
We are not.
No, we're not. Let's just stand here for the other 5 minutes this is going to take.
3 minutes, 17 seconds, 0.3, mark.
I did say 10 minutes, up to 15, so we have at least a little leeway before he gets impatient. The things I could do with a golem like this, like program to follow my orders and has a cannon for an arm.
I can reach things on the top shelf.
Shut up. I wouldn't have a roof if I had this guy.
I wouldn't have to get up to get my books.
I start smoking, well, I haven't stopped, I continue smoking.
2 minutes, 4 seconds, 0.18, mark.
Why do you mark slightly after, well, you have to speak, fair enough. Speaking takes longer than marking. I think if you started speaking slightly before the mark, you'd actually get on
Stop
exactly
giving him
6
suggestions.
seconds.
Bad things happen.
Fine. Excuse me for being efficient.
Efficient. I should inform you that, like anyone, I need to lead my target. 1 minute, 30 seconds, mark.
Yeah, I don't care what he calls me, because I'd rather him not know my name, honestly.
Are you attempting to keep your identity a secret?
No.
Please state your name for the record.
Gorzin Bombard Gravelgrit of the 7th company? No. 9th company. 7th company exploded. 9th company.
I did not intend you to tell me your name. I wanted you to state your name for the record.
I turn to the closest object that looks like a record, and I say to it, "Record? My name is Gorzen," and I just repeat what I just said and add on the whatever fucking mountain I came from. I don't know if we established which mountain I came from.
You having
Nice.
turned to the fireplace and said all of that, the golem suddenly lurches forward. Tam scrambles out of the way. The golem steps forward, grabs the piece of the fireplace that you were addressing, yanks it out of the wall, and stores it in its chest.
I shrug.
I almost feel like I need to roll concentration checks to ignore the horse shit behind me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shelnalar, what is the location of the Golden Inquisitor?
At this point, how lucky am I to actually have the spell done? Because I'm guaranteeing it's not.
Less than a few seconds after he announces this, you do complete casting the spell. Let me see here. I just need to double check the terms of discern location. Let's see. Creatures or objects. Nothing short of a mind blank. Reveals the name of the creatures or objects and location. Okay.
Hey, let me guess, it doesn't work.
No, it does work. 1 second.
Oh, praise. So what that plan is, let me ride you as I point you in the direction of the Golden Inquisitor and then go on a rampage, because fuck it.
And this is why you don't get a golem.
Hey, he's listening to me, and I know how to speak to it, so there you go.
Destroying evidence that could have helped us.
There we go.
Shilair, do you have the location as the Silver Inquisitor asked, and where is it now, please?
Silver Inquisitor. The Golden Inquisitor is located in the 4th basement prison cells in the Red Armory of the city, Hargath, Harian, Hlosterin, Galarian of this plane.
Excellent. Witness, are you prepared to take me to the Golden Inquisitor?
Yes, we are prepared to take you to the Golden Inquisitor.
Excellent. He opens his chest plate. Please step aboard.
Okay.
I'll get to
I
take a
step
wild
aboard.
guess. Is it not enough room for everyone in there?
Silver Inquisitor, may I
wanna go in
also
there.
suggest an efficient method here?
No, you are not suggesting anything to him while I'm in his chest. Stop it.
No, I'm not. I'm saying not to get in his chest. Just son of a gun. As much as it amuses me for you to get stuck in there with him, I'm not. I'm gonna try and. Silver Inquisitor, may I make a suggestion then, as for efficiency's sake? Because you
Only
already
if
have
you
quite a
intend
few
to
things.
beat it.
I do not. Silver Inquisitor, your chest plate is already full of many things, and he may not fit and or be highly uncomfortable or unable to communicate. How about we just ride on your shoulders?
There is insufficient traction or grip on my shoulders. It would violate several OSHA regulations without proper fall protection equipment.
I'm fine with stepping in.
Okay.
Hope the rest of you have some manner to follow him.
Yeah, it's called Follow the Trail of Destruction. It's very simple.
We also do know he's at the Red Armory. We just can't get over there.
Yeah, we can just teleport ourselves with it too.
Okay, well, I will see you guys in a minute then.
Try not to step in anything too gross.
You step inside using his lowered hand as a footstep, and yeah, whatever these bodies are that were already inside, they kind of squish and bubble under you. So it smells dreadful in here and it feels horrible, but there's plenty of room.
Okay, fine with me. That's what prestidigitation's for.
And then the golem disappears in a very loud implosion.
Okay, so that
Well,
might just be
Lindall's
his
dead.
teleport thing.
Yeah. Could you get us to where he's going? Which, you know, he's going anywhere. He's probably going to the Red Armory, so, it would be so kind. Is he AFK?
I'm just making sure. Have we been there?
In the Red
You-
Armory? Yeah, we have.
You have followed your comrades to the Red Armory, but
Oh,
you've never
yes,
been
that
inside.
one. But
Yeah,
that
we
means
go
I
outside,
should
no
know an
problem.
alleyway nearby because I hung out in it.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
So that will be that'll do. Yeah.
We might as well
Yeoman.
bring Ioman. We need a witness.
Yeoman says-
Murders.
Well, that's out of my jurisdiction. I will, I will wait for a report. Do try to survive.
Yep.
Gentlemen, let's get out of here. This building does not seem structurally sound anymore.
Yep. She teleports when the place collapses inwards, please.
Without the weight of the golem, without the golem underneath to support it, the
Now,
beams begin creaking.
today.
Poof.
She's working on it. I'm just typing.
Yep. Bare timbers begin falling into the fireplace.
All right, so grab both of them.
Fucking teleport before I do it for you.
Debate leaving Gores in there.
I curse your name forever. Vengeance will be
I like you're
mine.
not doing it already.
You guys land in an alley just nearby the Red Armory.
Is the Red Armory a smoking crater yet?
Would you believe it isn't?
Holy shit.
But outside of it, there is a large, imposing silver golem who is
Okay.
demanding entry.
Alright, let's go handle this before he murders everyone. Come on. I rush over to, well, not the golem so much as the gate and the guards and say, "This is the Silver Inquisitor. I suggest you let him in. Out of importance, he will go through the wall. Open door. Now, please, now."
I guess she will. She doesn't really want to go in public right now.
You don't have to. I'm trying to handle it. Let's go with that.
Yes. You cross the street and start shouting, "Just let him in! Let him in! Oh God,
Oh,
let
right.
him in!"
Silver
She
Inquisitor.
does
in.
not have her bandages on right now.
No. She
Right.
does.
Nope.
Fulton will give her his helmet.
She does have a hood.
Fulton is still giving her his helmet.
His helmet is a very thick, full-plated helmet. It would hide your face.
It'll
And then
fit
he will follow
badly, but-
Garazin.
Did the guards open the goddamn gate? Because I'm informing them that's a Silver Inquisitor.
The Silver Inquisitor just walked through the portcullis.
Motherfucker. Alright. Following. And I'm trying to warn guards away, because that's a Silver Inquisitor. You want to live, I presume.
Yes, you begin flocking not too in the wake of the Silver Inquisitor, who marches into the courtyard, looks around. There is insufficient passage to take me down to the fourth basement prison cells. Everyone, please stand back. And he
We're gonna bring this whole goddamn place on us. Let's move, people.
He moves to the center of the courtyard and begins spinning in place.
Oh god, poor Lindahl.
And we hear
Lindahl,
vomiting from inside.
Seriously.
fort save, please. Use your token on loot and inventory.
Just let me quickly make sure that's accurate.
Okay.
No, it is not. Okay. Okay, there we go.
Is he ground into organ meat?
Lindahl manages to hold on to his cookies.
What cookies? He never eats.
His
Doesn't dry
metaphorical
heave, I
cookies.
guess.
He'd better not mention those to the Silver Inquisitor,
Hmm.
who begins drilling down into the ground.
Of course he does. That's gonna collapse so many things. We're just going to follow the hole after he's done drilling. Because going down the stairs. What stairs? He'll collapse those.
As he breaches the ground of the courtyard, he suddenly plummets 15 feet into the next layer of chambers. You going to jump down following him? It's a good 25-foot drop.
Alright, let's safe fall. Do I? Come
I
on.
think you might be thinking the Duke.
No, I thought I had a safe fall ring, shush you.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, Featherfall.
Yeah.
I do have a wand of it if we need it.
Yeah, we'll use your wand. I don't think I have mine. Unless I'm not. I must decide
Following
it's
him
like
down
different bullets.
normally might be a bit too slow.
You know what's wrong with a wand of Featherfall, right?
Oh, I know. It's come up several times.
But it was also very useful that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, use your wand to feather fall on us, and we'll just follow him straight down.
He plummets through a few more layers of the basement.
We start following him before he's all the way down, because we're going to fall slower than he drills.
Yep.
So we don't need to wait till he's at the bottom before following. We can pretty much start as soon as he's at the first floor, actually.
Yeah, I got it. Once he reaches the bottom, he begins marching down the hallway, completely oblivious of the brickwork that he's plowing through with his head.
Well, at least it's easy to follow. I do that. I follow him.
And he marches right through a portcullis at the end of the hallway.
Thank goodness he's the one that's a Silver Inquisitor and having to pay for all the because I sure as hell not.
Reaches the end of the hall. Reaches through the portcullis into a larger room, which I am setting up now.
random aside, while they're falling, Fulton is going to pull out his Rod of Extend spell.
Okay.
Something he
drawing
hasn't
weapon.
used very often.
I'm not drawing a weapon anywhere near this guy.
It's not a weapon, it's a rod.
I know, but I would draw something here, but I'm not going to because I'm not the dumb.
The hell? Oh, there it is. Almost ready. Just need to drop a couple more props.
Props for everyone!
Crawfishers.
The scale is completely off on this texture, but it'll do. There we go. Just a moment. Okay. And that's the wrong fog colors.
That little patch of stuff didn't look ominous at all.
Hey, we found the Pharaoh.
Yeah, we found him. Well, I'm surprised man didn't hear him coming and shit his pants and run like a coward, so you know, that's a plus. Now, I'm kind of hoping rank via strength, but there's no guarantee there.
I think I have this battle locked up because I'm riding the golem.
You are a wizard inside of a golem. You do have some advantages going on.
Can I buy some golem battle armor?
Yes, you can. It's very, very expensive.
Yeah, I know that's actually a thing.
So, Lindal, you're just getting over that your terrible retching fit from nearly completely losing it in that golem that was spinning fast enough to drill through rock, stone, mortar, all that.
Also, I'm completely covered in body parts.
Yes, you are completely covered in some horrible decomposition from the bodies. Your professional opinion reckons that the freshest one was sometime in the past day, but the oldest one has been in here at least as long as you've been alive. So it's ripe. And
How can we not smell this Silver Inquisitor for miles?
for whatever reason, you couldn't smell anything until it opened its chest plate.
Magic.
Someone must
airtight.
have enchanted him not to stink up the place.
Yeah, he's probably just airtight, which means I'm in trouble.
Well, he is
He
not
can't be airtight.
He is not airtight. However, the only light in here is coming through the Silver Inquisitor's helmet, the openings in its helmet, way up above you. Anyways, you notice that the grinding of metal on stone suddenly stops. The stamping across stone continues. You guys emerge into the room just behind him, and see just on the far side of the Silver Inquisitor, the Gold Inquisitor, who is standing near a very official-looking table. Has 3 seats at different heights, and it looks like the kind of judge's podium. And across the room from it is a bunch of shackles attached to the wall and a big bed of straw that is clearly meant to soak up any blood that's spilled in the area.
And doing a very poor job.
Doing an excellent job.
I see blood splatters all over the fucking place. Is that place like coated in blood or what?
Yes, it's been soaked up by the straw.
Yeah, good job on the straw. I don't know what he did to the person who was there. Imploded them, probably.
And there's a few miscellaneous, various, horrible-looking torture devices filling this corner of the room.
Because Inquisitors.
Naturally. Anyways, the Silver Inquisitor marches up to the Golden Inquisitor, who is just looking right back at him. The Silver Inquisitor announces, "Are you the Golden Inquisitor?"
Oh boy.
Yes. Are you the accused? That would depend on what I am being accused of. Witness, what are you accusing the accused of?
Corruption of his office.
What evidence do you have to present to support your accusation?
Testimony of the body. And us witnessing, I guess.
But you're over here, and he's talking to Lindall.
I know, I'm just reminding, like, exactly what we have on the table.
The testimony of 5 witnesses, as well as a trail leading from a building he owns to a labyrinth into a place where people were being sacrificed.
Do you have this trail from the trail from the Golden Inquisitor's domicile to a place of sacrifice on your person to present as evidence?
If you grab the Golden Inquisitor, we can take you to the trail.
Golden Inquisitor, are you prepared to be grabbed? I most certainly am not.
What's up, shit?
Witness, do you have any other evidence to purport?
Dead body's testimony.
Well, the dead body didn't testify.
Well,
Somebody
We can-
made him teleported away.
well, we can make him testify, and even if we could give his testimony, you can still say he teleported, have it get it back. You can still mention it to him and still take it as evidence.
What other actual evidence do we have, people?
We have that guy's the body's testimony, which you should bring up to him regardless. We have the trail. Oh, and the fact and remember when he tossed us in the death pit thing? Like he did that. 100% sure
And
he
he
did
tried
that.
to burn Lindall
We
alive.
also, as much as it's not really very admissible, have the word of Fulton's god.
Yes.
Yeah. As you know.
Your god,
See-
Iamande, right?
I am a.
We also have the word of the goddess Iamande.
Mayday.
Sooner or later he'll get it right.
At the end of that statement?
My character knows it.
Okay. It just sounded like you were trailing off midway through a sentence, not that that was the end of it. Goddess Iamede, are you prepared to give testimony?
Do you have a spell that would allow that?
I have commune. It's a 10-minute casting time.
We can say
Do you have it prepared?
do the casting
I do have it
time.
prepared.
The Golden Inquisitor speaks up. This witness of yours, would he happen to be on your person, oh Silver One? Yes. He opens his chest plate, grabs Lindall by the cuff,
Oh boy.
picks him up.
Yeah.
Should I get my gun out, guys?
Witness, you have been presented for testimony.
Fulton, is being
I-
like a jerk illegal here? I don't know.
The golem puts you down.
Imprisoning and intending to execute unjustly is.
Are we sure that's Fulton? He's covered in right, the spinning.
Golden Inquisitor, I am prepared to take you into custody pending the witness testimony of the goddess Iomade, the four of us who escaped narrow deaths, the path back to an evil lair, and the testimony of the body of Havelock Hart. Yes, I think that shall be quite enough. You lot, you believe these preposterous claims?
I don't know. Found the Grail of Doom and Destruction. Threw me in a pit of death. Yeah. Fuck you.
Very well then. Silver Inquisitor, I am ready to give in to your demands. Silver Inquisitor marches forward, opens his chest plate, Golden Inquisitor looks squarely at him. Very well, then. You know, I've always thought you looked a lot like a teapot. The Silver Inquisitor closes his chest plate and breaks into rendition. I'm a giant teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When you tip me over, I kill you because you're a heathen. Roll initiative, everybody.
Great.
What the hell?
Boy.
I'm confused on a deep and personal level.
Good.
Yeah, that's basically how it should be.
What's your +2 initiative? Lindahl, mine's +9, because we gotta figure out which one of us is the higher.
Also a question, am I still, like, blinded
Your
here?
numbers are... They're accounted for. Oh, except Garazan didn't roll his properly. 26, +9,
That's
and
right,
I have
that's proper.
+14.
Initiative, 17 plus 9.
+10.
Okay, so Lindahl first and myself. Alright.
Yep.
I just was curious. We're both going first, it's just what order. You know, golems are supposed to be immune to magic, so now I'm just fucking confused.
Not
Well-
all magic.
Well, 90% of magic. That wasn't a fucking fire spell, was it?
I think this was probably built in.
They're immune to anything that doesn't have spell resistance, which isn't a lot of things. But yeah,
I think you
he
mean
probably
they're
has the
immune
command
to
rod or
everything that allows spell resistance.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, he
I don't
probably
know
has
any
the
mind
command
control
rod or some
stuff.
crap.
Then you have to make. Doesn't he get a save as well? I mean, between the
No,
two things.
He probably has
combat.
the golem's command rod.
I do, however, need all of you to make sense motive checks to determine which of you are going to act in the surprise round.
Well, he said smash the heathen. I'm 90% sure I'm a heathen, so.
Just roll the thing.
Alton, Rosin, there we go.
You know, I was probably because I don't have like it set because I didn't have that as a skill I use.
Okay. Lindahl and Fulton will act before the Golem and Inquisitor. You have a move action each. Lindahl.
What am I gonna do with a
Distance.
move action?
Oh, pardon, a standard action. A surprise round. You have only standard action.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to poly myself into the fine version of myself.
That's a good way to not get hit.
Yeah, accurate. Yeah.
And what bonus does that grant you to AC Index?
12 or something.
Yeah, I have a whole separate sheet over here for it.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure it's 12 when you get to fine.
Yeah, that brings my AC up to 26, and my Dex is also 26.
And
my
that's,
reflex is now 18.
that's both your normal and touch AC, 26?
Sorry, my normal AC is 26, my touch is 26, my flat foot is 18, so yeah.
Okay. Fulton.
Also brings my ranged up to 24, so.
Right, Fulton is holding his Rod of Extend spell.
I hope you have a genius fucking plan with that.
I'm going to extend some spells with it.
I know, but what is plan? I do not understand plan.
The plan is to buff myself and then beat the shit out of people.
That's not a plan. That's we're done.
That is totally a plan.
That's what I do.
He's a
What's
cleric.
So yes, Angel time again.
Next round's gonna fucking suck.
Let's see. Low light vision, dark vision 60 feet, DR 10 evil, immunity to acid, cold, and petrification, and resistance to electricity and fire. Bonus on saves against poison, +4 deflection bonus to AC, +4 resistance bonus on anything made by an evil creature. Oh, and it also applies to everyone within 20 feet.
Meat.
Got a magic circle against evil, lesser globe of invulnerability. Oh yeah, true speech. And wings.
What was the radius on that aura?
20 feet. It's essentially a magic circle against evil and lesser globe of invulnerability, both with 20-foot radius.
Okay. No, that's a 20-foot light source. Damn it. Aura. That'll have to do. Alright. The golem, let's see here. There we are. He actually needs to do this first.
Assuming that's just a passphrase, I hope we keep the Silver Golem alive so we can use that eternally.
He goes right past Lindahl. And brings his clobbering fists towards Fulton.
Fulton is unimpressed.
Is he charging?
Nope.
Well, we're still in the surprise round. He can't move and attack.
You're perfectly right. He stomps towards Fulton.
Fulton is still unimpressed.
Yes, he is. And the Inquisitor. Who holds his staff of office aloft, points it in the direction of the lot of you, and 7 shimmering multicolored beams of light spray out from it.
God damn, prismatic spray to a dark, horrible place.
Shinalar is out of range of the cone.
Woo!
Let's see here.
Yeah, 7th level spell. Can't do anything about that with the globe.
Garazin.
What do you want from me?
4. Save versus poison.
Oh. Ah.
You're a dwarf.
You could just suck a dick, sir. 4, I presume, yes.
Yep.
Did that work?
Nothing arrived this end.
Add 4 to that.
Okay. In that case, you pass. You do not instantly die.
Good.
Yay.
Secondary effect is... Okay, so you passed, and you're gonna have to do that... Okay, no, you passed the initial.
Yeah, once you pass an issue, like poisons, once you've passed, you're done.
Yep.
Unless you failed the first one, in which case stuff happens. And that is worse if stuff you fail, so moving on.
Yeah, it's weird that the initial effect on that is death, because you'll either die or you won't have to deal with the secondaries.
Yeah, kind of weird.
Some people are immune to death effects, hence
This
the
is-
one
yep.
gone around.
Nix.
So what do I get?
You
Something
get
terrible.
7. Will save
That's probably
versus
insanity.
blade shift.
Oh. Heh.
You'll be fine.
Hooray!
Lindahl. Acid damage, reflex halves. You're fine. Silver
Golden
Inquisitor.
Golden Inquisitor, suck a dick. Oh, he's a golem.
He doesn't have any flesh.
Yeah. Yes, but some of these can still affect him.
Firewood could heal him. I'm assuming he's a steel golem. I actually don't know.
Yeah, anyway, flesh to stone will do jack all to him. Even if he
Firewood
was
flesh.
immune.
Oh, wait, no. He, for the sake of hilarity, I'm gonna say all the dead bodies inside of him turned to, like, fucking powder. Because he got a bunch
Being
of dead
full
bodies.
of gravel is not going to improve his situation.
Good. I don't want the
Sorry,
situation
some of the-
improved. I want him away from me.
Ah, yeah, just some spells that you normally keep
Yeah,
maintained.
some of the stuff that I prepared them and forgot to cast them, but I'd always have them on.
Yeah, I know. And Shinolar didn't pass the test. Lindahl, you're up first for a fall turn.
Okay.
Please nuke him. That'll do. Guess what you're
Double.
gonna...
Okay. Reach dazing fleshworm infestation.
Does 30 hit his touch?
30 does hit his touch.
Oh, hopefully he's not just flat out immune to it.
Hopefully.
The Fleshworm Infestation is a 4th level spell. So yeah, every round, he makes a Fleshworm's fort, right? Yeah, so he makes a fort save every round. DC is 28. If he fails, he takes 1d6 hit points damage, 2 points of dex damage, is staggered for 1 round, and dazed for 4 rounds.
So it's a fort save initial?
Yeah.
I should like to remind you that this guy heard you guys coming for quite some time, and that there are several avenues of investigation that were open and that were not fully plumbed. Lindahl, make a fort save.
Ooh. Wait, what level spell did you say this was?
Considering all the
Level 4.
funnies.
Actually, no, it takes on the properties of the spell slot it's at, so it's a level 7 spell right now. Sorry,
Damn.
level 9 spell right now.
Well, at least you rolled well.
Yes, you successfully deflect the turned spell.
He deflected 9th level
Well,
spell.
I would have to hit myself.
With the touch attack?
Yeah, if he has spell turning, I'm just looking at how that works with touch spells just a second.
It doesn't affect area spells, but that's otherwise it.
Spell turning fails to stop touch range spells. It's not touch range anymore, though.
Yeah, extend, reach turns it into a ranged, targeted spell.
Okay.
But you successfully saved against the fleshworm and dazing.
For 1 turn, yeah.
Well,
Do you
that
have
could've
a move
screwed yourself
action?
over. Go
Well, my
punch
next
him.
character is a Shadow Mage.
You haven't killed yourself, smartass. You can't kill yourself with that spell. Because I don't think you can kill yourself with that spell.
Oh God, don't group up.
Alrighty.
I'm shifting over there.
Garazan, I
I'm
should
trying to remember
advise,
how
I
Tumble
should
works
advise
in
you,
this system.
you are inside the reach of the Silver Golem.
I just need to figure out what the hell Tumble works.
Tumble,
Yeah, Tumble. I have ranks in acrobatics.
you
I'll take
roll
a Tumble.
acrobatics, your DC is the CMD or CMB of your
Should be
target.
CMB. I don't know for sure though. I haven't tumbled ever on this. Dang. Here we are. Opponent's combat maneuver defense.
Okay, CMD.
Yeah, just CMD straight up.
Okay.
Which I don't know what it is. So, and a rescue even at a plus 30 to be completely honest. And he's only gonna have a 10-foot reach. You can't take away from that. Up there should bring me out of his reach, right?
Yes.
Cool. Oh wait. Order of operations.
Yep.
Click my heals free action to get haste going.
Okay.
5-foot step over there to be out of his reach. Is
You
that out of his reach?
You cannot 5-foot step and move in the same turn.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
5-foot
false.
step is the move action.
Okay, take a swing, fat ass. 10, 15, 20.
You're gonna regret that, I think.
Probably, but screw it. ISC's as good as yours.
Not
No.
when he rolls a 19.
Not when he rolls a 19. Billy's hit me. He rolled a goddamn 19.
Yep. Confirmation roll.
Uh,
That appears to hit.
you said your aura did a thing. What's it do?
Do you have a deflection bonus to your AC already?
Yes.
Then it won't do shit for you.
Okay, then I need to know. Yeah, no, that completely hits. Square on. Does the guy
Okay.
roll 19 and an 18, motherfucker?
Okay, it is... Yes, just normal times 2.
Actually, is your deflection bonus smaller than a +4?
Nah, it's bigger. I got the dust guy. Basically a close, well, not melee range, but close range fighter, so I gotta have, damn good AC.
Alright. You fail to be sent tumbling by his massive swing.
Okay, that was 20? Oh, it's 15, alright. 15. 20.
I do recommend staying inside the
30.
bubble.
35. 40. Okay, so I'm out of his reach, and well within range of Golden Inquisitor to suck gun. Hey, Inquisitor, suck gun. I only get one shot, and that's all I need. I've been saving this. It's kind of risky to shoot it, because he has had time to prepare. There's not really any way to deflect bullets back at people, unless he's somehow prepared to snatch arrows.
I think
Which
that's a little
case-
different, too.
Yeah, it works on bullets, believe it or not. It's weird. I'm just reading to make sure I can do this.
Yep.
How far away is he? Not far enough.
How did it get to his turn without mine coming up?
Yours
You had to turn, he reflected the thing back at you, and he had a surprise round before that, so...
Okay. I thought we'd already moved on from that. Okay.
Nope. I'm just determining whether or not I should use a greater burrowing bullet on this fuckle. Fuck it, it cost me nothing. Bang. Let me just roll that.
Yes, just say
Bang!
bang.
Take that!
He dies of a
Is it
heart attack,
actually-
so startled.
Versus touch. I dare say that might hit.
Yes, that will hit.
Neat. Now I need to see how the fuck this works.
Sorry, what bullet are you firing? Because it sounds like you're not doing your normal thing.
I am firing a greater burrowing bullet.
Okay.
It is not a nice weapon.
Can you fire that from your blunderbuss?
Oh no, for reference, I drew my pistol. I can draw a weapon while moving, so...
Okay.
Pistol, bang. There we go. Cool. You are staggered for 1d3 plus 2 rounds of a hit. Period. End of story. You just are.
And that's all that bullet does?
Well, it also does damage, but that doesn't really matter much because it's not going to be very much damage.
Yes, that is fearsome, terrifying amounts of damage. All right, go ahead and roll.
No, that's how long you're staggered.
Ah. Now go ahead and roll
There's
your
your
fearsome damage. There we go.
Pull out the dragon pistol, give him a look and say, sit the fuck down. Bam. You're now staggered for, 4 rounds. Average.
Now I have to pull open the conditions tab because Pathfinder conditions are completely different from mutants and
A staggered creature
Mastermind.
may take a single move action or standard action each round, but not both, nor can he take a 4-round action. Staggered creature can still take swift, pre-swift immediates.
I got it now.
Yeah, it's basically, it's what happens when you're at 0 hit points.
It also happens when you're at 0, yes.
You
So
can
basically,
only-
the exact same as mutants and Masterminds Dazed, for whatever reason.
Because reasons.
Because D20 system. Yeah. Alright, that was a move, that was a standard.
Oh yeah, I am done.
Fulton.
Yeah, I'm done.
Fulton, if no one objects, is going to try and handle the golem.
If you want to manhandle the golem, that's your business.
No, I want it rampaging around killing me.
However, he still has a thing to do for this. So he still has his rod out, but he is in hitting range.
Smite him with a rod.
He'd have to cast defensively to get this last buff out.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, hell, I forgot. That's technically magical ammo, so I add +1 extra to the damage of the Golden Inquisitor. Like it matters, but it is magic ammo, so that's damage.
I'm gonna just go check something really quick, because I have a magic item that I always forget about.
Mm-hmm.
I will point out that he may try to remove this bullet to give him back his actions and all that. As a DC 20 standard action heal check, he may try. It is an option. I'm just making sure you know he's not completely stuck with it.
Yes.
Right, the concentration check to cast defensively is 15 plus double the spell level.
Yep.
Concentration is d20 plus your cast level and the ability score modifier used to determine.
Wisdom for you.
Yeah, so I'd get a plus 24.
Not in.
This-
Thank God.
Yeah, ooh. Which means I normally would not be able to auto-pass this, but because it's a level 5 spell, but I have the Tunic of Careful Casting.
Yay!
So I can, in fact, auto-pass the cast defensively for this. And that is... Righteous Might.
So now you're his size.
Yes, Fulton is now the size of the golem.
So does Russell. For justice.
And the two metal giants go toe to toe.
What are the more specifics on this? Actually, the one annoying thing that's going to come up is that the weapon damage needs to go up by its size.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. +4 size bonus to strength and constitution, -2 to dexterity, and a +2 enhancement bonus to my natural armor. That's an enhancement bonus, so that stacks on to what I've already got, doesn't it?
Enhancement does not stack with other enhancement bonuses.
Alright, then that won't do anything for me, see? But his strength... Actually, it's +4 size bonus, so I don't have to worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Dex goes down to 10, strength goes to 26, con goes to 24. Doesn't say anything about if his health gets changed by that, but I don't think it does.
When your con changes, your hit point max and current hit points change the same direction with the appropriate magnitude.
Okay, so +4 size bonus means it would go up by,
Your con mod goes up by +2, so you gain twice your character level in hit points. Which,
So
unless
36.
Yes.
I should do that as temporary.
Yes.
Right. And there's something else on this spell. Yes, at 15th level, this I now have DR10 evil, which I already had. So
So, nothing of consequence.
yes. What damage dice is Falcata now, though?
That should be on the enlarged person page.
Yeah, I just need to check what the Falcata base damage is.
The one question I have for you before I move on is, if I remember right, between the AC penalty due to size and the natural armor that you gain because of the spell, your AC stays the same?
That is how it typically works, yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to double check that. I don't suppose you have a swift or free action?
I have a move action to do.
Oh, right.
I'm just getting the Falcata really quick. Where is it? Where is it hiding? Is it an exotic weapon? I think it is, actually. Yeah, it is. It is a 1d8 normally. So it is now a 2d6. How should we handle that? Since I normally use the macro.
We'll just roll the 2d6 normally. The macro shows me debug output showing me exactly where each contribution of damage was, so I'll just replace them.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll get to that when I attack.
Yeah.
And yes, move action. He's going to activate a stigmata.
Ah, right.
The gross stigmata.
Adding more blood to the already bloody room.
Indeed. How many class levels of Mitigator does he have? 8. So he takes 4 bleed damage right now.
We need more straw.
And what will I apply this to? There's so many choices. I'll add this to saving throws for right now. So +4 to all my saving throws.
Okay, that's untyped.
That is sacred.
Okay.
And I believe that is it. Yes.
Might does not make right. That is why I am the mightiest.
Well, you just contradict yourself. Good job.
And he...
Fulton is still
Hulk
holding his
Hogan on the
sword,
end
by
of
the
that.
way.
He is going to try to put Fulton in a bear hug.
Aw, we're friends.
God, it'll be the bed part 2.
Yeah.
Fulton's not the best at CMB, but he's got a decent CMD.
Mm-hmm. Remember that due to your change in strength, that's going to change? Oh, wait. Is your dex penalty equal to your strength gain?
It
No,
usually
Dex
isn't.
went down by 2, Strength went up by 4.
There,
Okay,
he gets
so
a 1 bonus.
Your CMD will have gone up by 1 then.
46.
Okay.
Of course he hits.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, that's quite the CMB he's got going there.
Yikes.
And as part of getting you into a grapple...
Regardless, this is Fulton's job. It's not him getting attacked so that he isn't attacking the rest of you.
Yeah, kind of.
Is that affected by DR?
It will be. He is not evil, however.
No, he's just being controlled because it's a golem.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. Old Inquisitor. He does not like the cut of Garazan's jib.
Come and do something about it. I'm a dwarf. It's my job to kick your ass.
So...
That's only because that's the only thing you can reach.
Shut the fuck up. I will turn around and reach you and do something about you.
Let's see here. Standard action, perfect. Okay.
That's all you get, son.
He makes some mutterings, gestures his hands, and
I get shot. Snapshot. Suck it.
if he weren't doing it defensively,
Roll, sucker.
he can auto pass this one.
Damn it.
If
I gotta
it-
try,
Yes,
okay?
can auto fast defensive casting.
I
If it is
know.
a level 3 spell or lower, Garazan is in the glow.
Okay,
That
but
seems likely.
don't worry, it is not targeting him.
Hmm.
The Inquisitor is targeting himself and his buddy over there.
Okay, now I'm confused.
Could be haste.
We don't need
Haste wouldn't
buffs.
affect a golem.
It affects some.
Usually to affect a golem with haste, you have to hit them with a certain kind of damage.
Let's see.
If haste allows spell resistance, he's immune to it.
Yes. Alright, so I don't think this will work on the Golem, but the Inquisitor was going to try anyways.
I know a mithril golem gets healed if you put haste on it.
Yeah, mythic golems are one of those unique things. Most golems get hasted by take a steel. If you hit them with fire damage, they get hasted by it along with you.
There we go.
Different golems have different things that affect them.
Yeah, exactly. So I think acid is mud, flesh golems like electricity, that kind of thing.
Yep. Nevertheless, the Inquisitor successfully manages to cast Fickle Winds on himself.
You know it doesn't stop bullets, right?
It
Oh,
Oates does.
No,
It was
we
written
established this, because Flar cast it and he still got shot with shit.
I know.
Literally bullets.
Fickle Winds gives a 30% deflection to bullets.
Yeah, doesn't dead stop them, though.
It only dead stops arrows. Anything heavier than an arrow gets... Anything heavier or faster than an arrow just gets 30% deflection. There was an errata on it somewhere.
I have seen that on Windwall. Can you point me to the errata RE Fickle Winds?
Fickle Winds works as wind wall.
As a personal windfall, yeah, that's true. We had this whole thing about, and I had to suck through it, so now he has to suck through it.
Fickle Winds works as wind wall. It says so in Fickle Winds.
Because you know what? If he's not sucking through it, I
It
demand you
says
go
so
back to
on the
Varg and fix
SRD,
that
but it
part.
does not in the the spreadsheet of spells that I normally use.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Arrows and bolts.
Yeah, any other normal ranged weapon passing through the wall has a 30% miss chance.
There we go.
Does it say what kind of miss chance that is?
Nope.
30%.
Just a flat 30% miss chance.
Yes.
It stacks numerically with other miss chances.
Yeah, I'm just curious whether or not I ignore it entirely.
It is untyped.
Yeah, but it's a miss chance, so... You know, most miss chances are typed under miss chance. That's the type.
Yes,
No,
as we said,
most mischance-
it's a mischance.
Most miss chances are concealment.
Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I'm just curious. Kidding.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, concealment bonuses don't stack, but miss chances do stack with them.
Nope. No, you don't get to move. You're staggered. You're done.
Oh, right,
Get your ass back there.
Staggered.
I'm shooting your ass.
Yep. Well, on your turn, maybe.
I go before him. He's dead. Good man.
alright.
Dead
Shinalar.
man walking on the green
I
line.
have a question. What is the lighting of currently in the room?
It is dim in here.
Yeah, I said it was like crappy.
I don't think Fulton radiates light, but let me check that spell.
The greater angelic aspect, you totally radiate light. There's no way you're not radiating light like a goddamn lighthouse.
No, it doesn't actually say anything about that, so no.
Yep, no light.
Okay, just wanted to know for my own concealment later on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fun times. I have a new something I'm summoning.
Uh-oh.
Goody.
Sorry. Going for an Aeon.
An Arcana Aeon. Well, the only Aeon token I happen to have handy is one for the Paracletus, so I'll just use that in the meantime.
And I should be able to summon it right next to him.
What's up, bruh?
It's got plus
What the
augment
fuck?
summoning as well, and
What the fuck
etc.
did you just summon? What even is
Hi.
this monstrosity? Why do you have a soul-draining monster that's supposed to be a good thing?
Looks like it is
neutral.
medium-sized.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks people's souls.
They look over life and death. It's technically neutral.
Oh god. Yeah, we're officially in the upper 15. We're in like the close to 20s. So many fucking soul-sucking life angels.
It is the currency of the day.
Well, take his soul then.
And yeah, she'll be commanding that to just attack him with due prejudice. Other than that, she'll be retrieving her quickness rod.
Okay.
And that'll take up her entire turn. Well, once it acts.
Right. Let's see here. Constant Death Watch.
Oh, and
Slay Living.
Fulton will be
Soul
Righteous Mighty for 36 rounds.
Okay.
Not long
The
enough, huh?
soul siphoning thing.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Yeah, it's it's great, but on the other hand, if it fails, it's kind of.
It's also not the highest save ever.
Uses it to siphon life
Well,
essence
it's
from a
instant
grappled
death,
foe.
so-
It has a grapple of plus 20. That reads to me like its preferred attack mode.
Its melee has grab attached to it.
So just melee stuff until it gets a hold. 4 claws, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's 4 attacks.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, its 2 hit chance on that is pretty miserable compared to its grapple, but yes, it gets to throw 4 of them, so... Here we go. Boom.
As your AC, staggered boy.
Probably could be pretty good, honestly.
He's a fucking wizard thing.
Actually, that grab failed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's got 3 more.
Ooh.
There it goes.
That crap made it. And let me throw the last attack while I'm here. Okay,
Well, you
that's
succeed once.
16 more.
Hey, swift action. Nom 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 nom.
At the start of the Aeon's turn,
Doesn't say that. Oh, yeah, you're right there. So you do get around and maybe get away. Alright. Oh, I might not even have to shoot him anymore. He's in a grapple and has 1 action.
Lundal.
This is true.
Yeah, it's kind of mean combined.
5-foot step so that Gorazin isn't providing him soft cover, and then I'm going to try it again and hope I've depleted his spell turn. At least
Also,
I
don't
can't
you get a
stack
big
2 of
save?
them on myself
And then
at the
you-
end of my turn.
Alright.
Okay.
I might just put...
Hopefully- Yeah. At least you can't stack 2 of these on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stack 2 on yourself.
No, the new one just replaces the old one.
Lots of worms in your body.
Does 29 hit his touch?
29 does hit his touch. No problem.
Does this one stick?
And you said the effective level of this spell is...
The first one was 9, this one is 8.
Okay.
Why double reach, out of curiosity?
So, well, I'm throwing it onto a level 9 spot anyway, I might as well throw another meta magic onto it.
Mm.
At
You know
double
what,
reach, I can reach 1,000 feet, so...
Okay, fair enough.
For a spell that is going to be making checks every single bloody turn, I do not feel like multiplying it by 7/8 every time. So let's just roll this guy's fort and see what's up.
Okay, so that one stuck. Now we're both equally screwed.
Yeah, he only had 1 level of spell turning left after
Yeah,
the
then I'll
first
punch
one.
through. I don't even need to shoot him anymore. He's got it done.
Well, I say we're equally screwed, but he's way more fucked than me.
I mean, between having 1 action in a grapple, staggered, and now hit with that, I can probably just start taking his stuff.
Yeah, you can move to the golem now.
Well, I don't want to kill it. I kind of want to keep it, so I'm gonna try and make him.
We can
turn
get
it
you
off.
a teapot later.
This teapot murders people. I want
Let's
this
save
one.
that one. Now I'll make my save. And I
You
failed.
fail.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Actually, that should be 1d6. Oh.
Beg pardon?
The damage I took should have been 1d6, not flat 6, so just a sec.
Yep. And you are dazed for how long?
4 rounds.
Well, you've contributed.
Which is why I didn't, Yeah, that also depleted my... I was gonna look at everything that actually does.
Rosin.
Murder him. Straight up, even though he got a deflection bonus. Wow. Or take his shit. Both are hilarious. Which to do?
I vote you kill him.
I guess we don't really need him alive. Yeah, fuck justice. Neat gun.
Whom are you shooting?
I don't know. Just everything on that side of the room, generally.
Okay.
Just
Yep,
don't
well,
immediately kill the summon.
I'm not sure if I adjusted my gun. Because my chance to hit and damage went up by 1 because of weapon training due to... Actually, it went up by 2, wasn't it? Because of BAB. Yeah. I think I changed
Alright.
the BAB, though.
Let's find out. Your 2 hit.
Properties, BAB, hold on. Where the hell's BAB in this thing?
I'm going to have to duck out after this round, so...
Oh, 6:30 already. Jesus.
No,
Yeah,
no, that's
Yeah,
CMB.
we'll end after Garazin's turn then.
Well, okay, I can't find BAB. Tell me what the BAB is.
Where is the BAB where?
In just properties. It should be under properties for tokens.
Oh, it's under misc scores.
Ow. Okay, BAB is correct, so that part's right. So now the question is, my chance to hit should be plus 30 for the first shot.
Your current 2 hit bonus is Dex mod +5 +2. I think the +2 was your weapon training. Is it
hold
now
on.
+3?
Hold on. Okay, yeah, no, we're all good. That is actually good. We must have done it earlier, so yes, we're good.
Dex mod +5/+2 is correct.
Yes, there's also some other mechanics going on there. For example, you need to, there's... Oh, hold on. You're also... So, Dex mod plus BAB plus 5 from the magical weapon, so that's 32 already. Then you add another 2, one of which is weapon training, one of which is weapon focus, so that's 34 total. However, you have to minus 2 because of it's a scatter weapon, and minus another 2 because rapid shot. So...
What I'm asking you for is, if you don't count your BAB, is Dex mod +7 correct?
Yes.
Okay. The grapple is already based on its CM. Yeah.
Right, but isn't CMB boosted by strength?
It is, and like I said, that does not actually change what did and didn't land.
Yeah, I just, paperwork, and I might sell
Yep.
them these again sometime.
Yep.
Honestly,
Throw
that
up-
feat is obnoxious.
Yes. Just throw them all, then I'll apply the 30% mischance.
That should be all of them.
Okay.
I only rolled once because, let's face it, the fucking Arachnia is fucking dead. I am not including him in the death zone.
you can
I'm
exclude
not
him out of the
choosing
cone.
to target him in part of it.
Yeah,
He's
you
only
can,
going to take
you can make a cone that isn't hitting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, fine, I'll do that.
Alright, that was how many attacks total, sorry?
6. That's 6 attacks.
Well,
Alright.
at least we're
I don't think
bringing
I've
the
ever rolled
Golden
a 20.
Inquisitor to justice.
The old justice. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, bang,
Are
bang,
you justice
bang.
yet?
Suck your soul from your body, bang, bang.
Well, we now have proof of him subverting a higher rank Inquisitor, so
Yeah.
Okay, leave him slightly alive so I can hit him with a Hellfire Ray.
I don't know. That he
I
may be
know,
dead.
fucking...
We've established Garazan does not do subtlety, no matter how desperately you ask him to.
Well, 2 of them missed.
Yep, the first 2. Alright. Not that it matters for what Garazan targets with his attacks. Okay, so the 3rd onwards.
The answer is they're all touched, they all hit, eat a dick. We're on the shotgun party population yet. The damage always seems really low until I realize, oh yeah, you didn't put a mechanic to add 13 into it each time.
Yes, because it's something that you have to declare, and it's not easy to
Yeah.
set that up there. So 13 more on each of those.
Mm-hmm. Every single one hit.
13 4 times is
A lot.
26, 52?
You asking me to math it out?
13 twice is 26, 26
52,
twice...
you're correct.
Yeah, 52.
So his, on the wall, mostly.
He looks very unhappy about it.
Hey, he's not dead. Go ahead and Hellfire Ray him.
And we will break there until next time. Because we are way, way over time.
Yeah, I didn't even notice myself. I was
I'm
busy,
fighting
too busy
a
laughing.
golem.
Yep.
You're losing, though. It's grappled you.
In the middle of the
Oh,
room
but
is big
nothing's-
battle bots.
Nothing's happened yet.
The
Battle
plus side
bots.
is even if he gets away somehow, he's probably still fucked.
Oh, before I forget.
Yep.
There we go.
Ah.
Yeah, you are bleeding. Very strange mechanic, though.
Well, you know, he's really faithful, and he has to have stigmata in his hands.
And get stigmata. The amused effect actually does hurt you.
It's not that much.
No, but it's still amusing. Still a very different mechanic than you see in most things. Normally,
Which makes it
flavor stuff
fun.
like that doesn't actually, like, hurt you or something, for example.
I'm just hoping we run into evil outsiders at some point, because I can destroy them.
You might avoid
Honestly,
making easy
against
things.
our party, outsiders aren't going to have a great time.
Not really.
Well,
no.
I mean, I've got the channel energy that lets me just hurt evil outsiders with it, and then Holy Vindicator does all this stuff for boosting channel energy, and
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the fact the same day that everyone learns that there's a drow, the drow starts summoning evil eye-looking things with arms just flying out of them.
Yeah, you know, that isn't exactly helping your fucking story.
Well, they're definitely not evil, but they're damn creepy looking.
Yeah, well, I can't. Well, here's the thing: I can't detect evil, so the fuck if I know?
oh yeah, here it is.
Just like a lot of angels.
While my stigmata are bleeding, whenever I use Channel Smite, the damage increases by 1d6, and if the target fails its save, it is sickened and takes 1d6 points of bleed damage each round on its turn.
Oh. Yeah.
But I can only really smite evil things, so...
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun. I gotta toodle off. Bye, guys.
I'm gonna use the bathroom,
That
See
everyone.
you all next week.
I'm going
where
to
stuff
work.
will happen.